Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show before the 2020 Emmy Awards. I'm Rick Jackson of WVIZ PBS in Cleveland, one member of your Lower Great Lakes Chapter Board of Governors. I'm here at the Idea Center at Playhouse Square in downtown Cleveland, like many of you, virtually alone tonight, but we're going to have a great night anyway. I'm here to kick off the evening by looking to the journalist of the future. We're going to give our scholarship awards as we do every year, and then present the 2020 annual Lower Great Lakes College University Student Awards. First off, though, let me congratulate on your behalf all of the winners, all of the nominees in our collegiate categories. Let's begin with the scholarships, though. Our high school scholarship winner and recipient of a $2,000 grant, Samantha Spinelli of Avon, Ohio. She's already working, actually, a youth correspondent for Acceleration Nation, which covers the NASCAR circuit. She's headed to Ohio University in the fall. Our first collegiate grant of $2,500 goes to Peyton Berkhammer from Parkersburg, West Virginia, born here in Ohio. She's a rising senior at the University of Akron, whose work actually scored a win here last year in the arts and entertainment category. Our other collegiate winner, Sina Gruey from Ball State from Columbus, Indiana. Like Samantha, she's very heavily sports-minded, having worked for ESPN, NASCAR, the NCAA, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Keep those names in mind. They are the ones to watch. I'll pause here for your virtual applause. Well done. The sound of one hand clapping. Okay, on to the collegiate awards, judged now from your peers around the country. The first category, college newscast and information. The winner, ZTV at the University of Akron.
But there are 3 different types of color blindness: pro-tan, do-tan, and tri-tan.
Congrats. In the category of college news general assignment, the winners, Indiana University Media.
Behind me was teeming with unsafe levels of harmful liquid mercury.
In the category of college arts and entertainment, cultural affairs, the winners from Taylor University.
Try to get along with everyone and show everyone the good side of Islam, while also embracing our culture and stuff.
Congrats to them. In college short form fiction, the winners, Huntington University. And now college short form nonfiction, the winners from Taylor University.
And then I'm coming from behind and I'm like, I feel this aura around me.
And now Malone.
In college short form nonfiction, Taylor University.
You know, because we were told we go to hell if we try not stay Amish.
Congratulations. In college long form fiction, Taylor University.
Rick, you know I appreciate everything that you do for me.
In the category of college long-form nonfiction, congratulations to Ball State University.
The school system has closed 3 elementary schools, 1 middle school.
We're on a roll here. College sports, again, Ball State University.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was my first college touchdown, so.
Let's make it 3 in a row. College sports program, Ball State University.
Stretch to advance to their first Sweet 16 since 2001.
In the category of college spot announcement, Taylor University, congratulations.
Man, do you know the Netflix password?
For 2020, in the category of best college magazine program, Ball State University is the winner.
Look at the Noah Shot Tracker produced by Peyton Manel.
46. 45.
In the category of college animation, graphics, or special effects, your winner from Huntington University. Individual award here for 2020, the best college director from Taylor University.
Then felt wrong from the second she came along.
Another individual award, the best college editor for 2020, Ball State University. Congratulations, Sina. That's one of our scholarship winners. In the category of college photographer, let's go right back to Ball State and Sina Gruey. In the category of college talent, the winner is Ball State University, Ball State Sports Link, Jack Kaiser.
Jack Kaiser, pleased to be with you again as we bounce around Ball State sports. The football team wrapped up its...
In the category of college video essay, single camera only, your winners come from Huntington University.
Over their competitors that are back in the Midwest, mostly just training through the...
And our final collegiate category of the night, college writing. Also, a winner from Huntington University.
No, I just finished it.
Russell! That's our college awards for 2020. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to the nominees as well. If you'd like to see the full list, of course, that's up on the website, natislgl.org. Now we're going to get started with the show. Are you ready? It's almost time. Thanks for watching.
Roll A, take it, highlight music.
It's the 51st Lower Great Lakes Chapter Regional Emmy Awards. recognizing excellence in local and regional television, news programming, news gathering, special achievement, news specialty programming, spot announcements, crafts achievement, talent hacker, news, weather, and sports, and the much coveted Station Achievement Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 51st Emmy Awards. Now, here are your unofficial hosts, Alyssa Ivinson and Dan Spieler.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 51st Emmy Awards. I'm Alyssa Ivinson in my dining room in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And I'm Dan Spieler in my basement here near Indianapolis. Our friends from the rest of the region will be joining us throughout the evening from home or from their television stations. And who needs Zoom backgrounds, right? I've just found last year's gala and this Emmy silhouette to put in the background tonight. Maybe I'll mix it up here throughout the evening as we all try to figure out how to make things work in new and challenging ways this year. And so many of you have done that in so many excellent ways that deserve to be awarded. Hey, look, there you are, Alyssa, from last year, right behind me.
I was going to say, wait a second, I'm in double boxes. How did that happen? Whether you're at home in slippers or still putting on a fun dress, we're happy that you're joining us tonight because we still want to recognize excellence even during these challenging times. And we also want to give back to our communities and those who are struggling so much right now. So throughout the evening, you will see different ways that you can donate to area food banks from throughout our region and our chapter. So we hope that tonight we can not only recognize all of our hard work, but also make a difference in our communities.
Certainly the coronavirus has changed our world, has changed our industry. 2019 seems so long ago, and we're only here in June in 2020. So let's get it started tonight and honor all of the excellent work you've done over the past year as Alyssa gets the show started tonight with other presenters standing by in their homes or at their TV stations ready to give out more awards. Alyssa, what's on tap first?
Thanks, Dan. The first category tonight is Video Journalist Unlimited Time. The nominees are
Derek Steyer Composite, WFMJ. A barber's life came full circle at a homeless stand-down. WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Not a Rocky Story. WXIN. 3 Generations of Joey. WKYC.
Boy, Amazon really does deliver everything. And the Emmy goes to
3 Generations of Joey. WKYC.
Yes. They're a trio. 3 generations of vendors.
Cold beer.
Grandpa has the beer.
Coors Light, Miller High Life.
Grandson the hot dogs. And the son, a walking party, serving up margaritas from a backpack.
Refreshing margarita.
Congratulations. Our second category tonight is Video Journalist within 24 hours. And the nominees are
Dynasty Youth Program. WEWS. The Amazing Jeremiah. My New Life. WXIN.
May I have the envelope, please? Thank you. Social distancing. And the Emmy goes to, this is the electric bill. My husband, jokester. Emmy, please. Thank you. And the Emmy goes to
The Amazing Jeremiah. My New Life. WXIN.
Hospital in September of 2018. A mystery illness had gone septic, consuming his little body.
In this case, amputation was done above both knees and above both elbows.
At first, I didn't have hope.
Good job.
And now I do.
Congratulations. We now go to Daniel Martin in Youngstown, Ohio. Daniel?
Well, thanks, Alyssa. I'm Dan Martin from WKBN 27 First News in Youngstown, Ohio, where I'm the morning anchor. And with me is my best friend, Duke the Cat, who you may recognize from HBO's Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. It might not be the front of Duke that you recognize, though. but the back half. But here we are, and we're happy to be part of this year's Emmy Awards, and we have a couple awards to present to you tonight, and Duke's gonna help me out with that. So without further ado, let's get right to it. My first category is Writer News. Those are the people that make the words come out of my mouth and Duke's, well, mouth. The nominees are
Writing Composite, WISH. Homa Bash, It's All Right, WEWS. Brooke Martin, Writer, WISH. Maya Belay Composite, WJW. Veterans Find Friendship, WANE.
And the Emmy goes to
Homa Bash, It's All Right, WEWS.
Are social media influencers.
It's 100% hustle.
Meet Brandon Zingali, NU Wang, and Denise Ayadatiwa, each with their own niche and their own following.
All right, congratulations. My second category is Writer Program, and the nominees are
Thank you for the challenge. The 10th Quadrennial International Violin Competition, WFYI. The Revolutionist, Eugene V. Debs, WFYI. The Children's Crusade Revisited, Slaughterhouse 5 at 50, WFYI. Peggy's Poetry and Zarg, Writing, WTIU. 1981 Revealed, Sports Time, Ohio. Claire's Day, Matt Russell, LLC.
And the Emmy for Writer Program goes to
The Revolutionist, Eugene V. Debs, WFYI.
Class is rising. And on this day, at the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary, 66-year-old Eugene Victor Debs, a champion of American working people, is going home after serving almost 3 years of a 10-year sentence.
Congratulations to the winners. Duke and I thank you for letting us be a part of the presentation. And right now we're gonna go to Nate Heck, who is somewhere in Indiana. Nate?
Thanks, Daniel. I'm Nate with Outrageous with Nate. And in fact, I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana right now filming an episode on the elements of art in game design, specifically Fortnite. The next category is on technical achievement, speaking of, and there are 4 nominees. Check them out.
Basketball Day, Indiana, 2019. Fox Sports, Indiana. Play Ball Park, Fox Sports, Ohio. Emmy Awards, Proscenium Arch. Digital Alchemy. Music in Transit, Jake Huber Productions.
And the winner for technical achievement goes to
Play Ball Park, Fox Sports, Ohio.
Could have an activation area on the ground level, and production would take place 14 feet above them, overlooking the entire event. We included LED video panels to make a 30-foot-long video display for promotional and identification purposes.
Congratulations to the winners. That was amazing. So, for our next category, I'm sorry, I feel really rude. I didn't even introduce you. This is my friend, Andy. He decided to join me since you and I can't break bread tonight. So, Andy, would you like to announce the next category? I'll take that as a no. So, next category, video essay. In fact, my friend Andy here is actually an expert in video essay. I mean, you know him for paintings, but he actually made a lot of videos. Speaking of the one we're in right now. So, believe it or not, there's only 1 nomination for this category. So the Emmy goes to
Journey, Indiana. Life Skateboards, handcrafted in Indiana. WTIU.
Kind of been a rebel, I don't know. I kind of liked doing my own thing, and I've been self-employed pretty much my whole life. So I started skateboarding in like the mid-'80s. My older brother and sister had like department store toys.
Now let's head over to Cleveland with Rick Jackson. Rick?
Was that a unicycle? Well, where there's a wheel, there's a way. Anyway, thanks, Nate. I'm Rick Jackson at IdeaStream in Cleveland, WVIZ PBS. Thanks so much. Let me take a minute to remind you about our Zoom party going on now for family and friends. Chapter members received an email last week with the info. It's a good way to share the awards with friends when we all can't be there in person. Now, my first category is photographer news. And these guys, They're into it all the time, and especially this year, we should really praise them. The nominees in this category are
Sugden Photography 2019, WEWS 2019 Photographer Composite, WJW.
And the Emmy goes to
Sugden Photography 2019, WEWS.
Left, right, hey.
A lot of lives.
Ready, front.
We have 32 honor guard teams that come out here and assist us.
Dress right, dress.
Do military honors, rifle volleys. Every day, no matter.
Congratulations. My next category is Photographer Program Non-News. And the nominees are
Rethinking Manufacturing, National Institute of Standards and Technology. John Tim, Video Composite, WTIU. Jason Peer, Video Composite, WTIU. Joseph Vella, Photography Compilation, Bayonet Media.
Folks, you're going to love this. There is a three-way tie in the category. Drama, drum roll. First Emmy goes to
Rethinking Manufacturing, National Institute of Standards and Technology.
Certain sections of the town became ghost towns. Back then, everybody figured, hey, I go and work steel mill 30 years. I leave the steel mills, I got a pension, I got my hospitalization.
Well done. The second Emmy goes to
John Tim, Video Composite, WTIU.
High diversity prairie planting. And so it's a landscape that's changed from row crop agriculture to high diversity prairie restoration.
We're looking at today a really wide assortment of native grasses.
The last two nominees on the edges of their seat right now. Finally, the third Emmy goes to
Joseph Vella, Photography Compilation, Bayonet Media.
Stretch it, it won't break. But tough enough that it'll kind of like be that balloon as it's stretching. Then we let it rest.
Hi, this is Chris Myers with Fox Sports, and what an honor it is to present those of you in this chapter for the Emmy Award, the nominees and the eventual winner. I was able to earn one of these along the way. Actually, I got this at a garage sale in my neighborhood. I had my name put on there, and if people don't ask about it, I say, oh yeah, it was a great story. But we certainly appreciate your hard work and dedication to the craft. Excited about the Browns again. Of course, Phillip Rivers with the Colts, the great name of the Toledo Mud Hens, one of the great team names in all of sports. So a lot to be excited about and your work. And it's my honor to present in the category of sports analyst and sports play-by-play. The nominees are
Fred McLeod, Cleveland Cavaliers Basketball, Fox Sports Ohio. Chris Denari, Pacers Play-by-Play, Fox Sports Indiana. Quinn Buckner, Pacers Analyst, Fox Sports Indiana.
And the Emmy goes to
Fred McLeod, Cleveland Cavaliers Basketball, Fox Sports Ohio.
Possession there. Lopez, brute strength, and he got one to go.
Wow, Bledsoe, he was not to be denied that time.
103-100 Cavaliers. Clinging by their fingertips to a one-possession lead.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, I'm Bridget Burnett, a former host of BCAN in Toledo, Ohio. First, I would like to say congratulations to all of the nominees. My first category is Live Sports Producer. And the nominees in this category are
Max Linewand, Live Sports Producer, Fox Sports Indiana. Brent Valenti, Fox Sports Ohio, Fox Sports Ohio.
It's the Emmys, and we're all stuck inside. So I thought, let's just have fun with it. So I decided to change outfits. And the Emmy for Live Sports Producer goes to
Brent Valenti, Fox Sports Ohio.
Battle, the Orlando Magic. Kevin Love, now the elder statesman of this team, gets set for career start number 575. Meanwhile, Darius Garland, whose lone college season prematurely came to an end with an injury 11 months.
Congratulations. My next category is News Producer. Oh, I remember the times of being a news producer. Good times. The nominees in this category of News Producer are
TB 2019, WTHR. Elise Waller, WTVG. Allison Hammond, WXIN. Eric Ristow, producer composite, WEWS.
And the Emmy goes to
Eric Ristow, producer composite, WEWS.
Taking off.
Severe thunderstorms popping up over northeast Ohio after destructive tornadoes ripped through our state, leaving a trail of devastation.
The tornado just hit our house.
Many people sleeping, not hearing.
They are limited in their coverage.
Congratulations to everyone. Remember, stay safe and enjoy every moment. Once again, I'm Bridget Burnett, and Emily McGee is standing by with the next category. Emily?
Okay, thank you, Bridget. Hi, my name is Emily McGee, and I am coming to you from my home workspace in Bloomington, Indiana. Oh,
yes.
Hi, Zarg.
Hi, Emily.
What are you doing here, buddy?
You promised me that we would read poems together.
Yes, okay, I am so sorry. This is what happens when we all work from home. Zarg, I did promise that, but you know what? We need to do that after I do this. I'm actually announcing some really important awards for the regional Emmys.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what, Zarg, since I still have you here, why don't you help?
Yes, please.
Yeah? Okay, great. Well, our first category is for lighting, studio, and location. And now there was only one person in this category, and
the winner is
Joseph Vella, lighting compilation, Bayonet Media.
Quick fix, the shortcut. It's all a foreign language to us at Hard Truth Distilling, where we make spirits with no caveats and no compromises. We're proud to be Indiana's finest craft spirits brand, plying our trade in the scenic hills of Brown County.
Okay, our second category is for graphic arts and set design. And the nominees are
WKYC News Studio, WKYC. 2019 Emmy Awards Set Design, Digital Alchemy.
And the winner is
WKYC News Studio, WKYC.
KYC. We had to move fast, and we didn't have a lot of money. So we had to be creative, not only with the design, but how we built it. It was designed and constructed in 3.5 weeks for under $40,000, using a trade show vendor.
And now what? What do we do now?
Well, actually, we need to throw this party over to Jeff Smith of WTVG in Toledo, Ohio.
Holy Toledo!
Yes, holy Toledo indeed. Take it away, Jeff.
Thanks, Emily. Good evening. I'm Jeff Smith, morning anchor here at 13 ABC in Toledo. This evening, I have the pleasure of presenting the Emmy Award category of Graphic Arts, News, Animation, Art Design. Do you realize the pressure we put on these folks? You know, like when it's 4:45 in the afternoon and you've got a package at 5:30 that needs a cartoon showing how a pothole forms? The nominees in the category of Graphic Arts, News, Animation, Art Design are
Peg's Picks, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Christmas Gifts Opening, Ball State University. Favorite Designs of 2019, Fox Sports Ohio. 19 News Graphics Package, WOIO. Indians Take the Field, the Cleveland Indians. Animator, Christian Merrill, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Emmy goes to
Christmas Gifts Opening, Ball State University.
My next category is editor, news, sports. Hey, this category reminds me of an inside baseball story. What did the seasoned editor say to the young videographer? Where are your cutaways? And the nominees are
Editor composite for Brett Bensley and Phil Nardiello, WTTV. Chris Felt, Pacers avid editor, Fox Sports Indiana. Andy Sugden editing, WEWS. Editor composite, WTHR.
And the Emmy for editor, news, sports goes to
Editor composite, WTHR.
Batman. Right?
Yeah.
It began as a fun thing to do, but now has an identity of its own.
And now it's not only time to turn it over to a true champion of journalism here in Toledo, but also just an all-around great person who I feel lucky to call a friend, Chris Peterson.
Thank you so much, Jeff. It's great to represent Toledo with you here tonight at the Emmy Awards. And I want to thank all of you. As someone who retired from the day-to-day news operation a few years ago, I have really appreciated, as a news viewer, the job all of you have done to keep us aware during this crisis. So I want to say thank you. I know you've done it under some very difficult circumstances, working from home, not having the equipment that you need sometimes, and I just want to say thanks. You're doing a great job. You know, editors are our best friends for those of us who work on the air. They can always edit out our mistakes, but they are able to take compelling video, audio, still pictures, and roll them into a wonderful and compelling story. Tonight, the nominees in the category of editor short form are
Dan Young Chevrolet, Wood Innovative Group, Building the Browns, Training Camp Series Open, Cleveland Browns. Dustin Demarais, Editing Compilation, Bayonet Media. WKYC Editor Short Form Compilation 2019. WKYC 2019 Playoff Push Open, The Cleveland Indians. Editor Kevin Leibel, Cleveland Cavaliers.
And the Emmy goes to
Dustin Demarais, Editing Compilation, Bayonet Media.
Come and save me. Drive me crazy. My second category to present is also in the area of editing, and this one is for editor, program, non-news. And the nominees are
Rethinking Manufacturing, National Institute of Standards and Technology. Building the Browns, Odell Beckham Jr. arrives, Cleveland Browns. Living Form, Ball State Daily News. Zaccardelli, Indians Legends, Fox Sports Time, Ohio.
And the Emmy Award for Editor, Program, Non-News goes to
Living Form, Ball State Daily News.
Here in the studio. In the beginning, and still, the support of my family has been huge. And that's an opportunity that I think a lot of people don't.
My final category for this evening is the category of Director, Non-Live, Post-Produced. The director is the one person that maintains the narrative throughout the whole program. And the nominees in this category are
Thy Neighbor Trailer, Splash VP, LLC. Love and Hope in Cleveland, Versace Entertainment. Rethinking Manufacturing, National Institute of Standards and Technology. Living Form, Ball State Daily News. Matchpoint, The Rise of Men's Volleyball, Ball State University.
And the Emmy Award for Director, Non-Live, Post-Produced goes to
Rethinking Manufacturing, National Institute of Standards and Technology.
I had to do whatever I could to get into the door of this facility.
What's great about Ashley is she connects with the generation that we depend on. Ashley was an intern for us when she was at the university.
From Toledo to Cleveland, but this Cleveland presenter has a Toledo tie. I'm so excited to be able to introduce you to Jonathan Walsh. He's a pretty big deal in Cleveland now, but I taught him everything he knows at WTOL during his time there. Hi, Jonathan. A little darker in Cleveland than it is in Toledo.
Oh, Chris Peterson, my friend, how are you? So great to see you. Glad you're a part of the celebration tonight. You know, guys, she was such a great newsroom leader when we were at WTOL together. I remember the time when she locked me in an edit bay. She told me my story sucked. She threw a water bottle at my head while we were anchoring together. By the way, none of that is true. Love you, Chris. Hey, I'm 5 on your side investigator Jonathan Walsh, sitting here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. I am very honored to be presenting 2 categories for you this evening. First up is Director Sports. Gosh, directors these days, boy, they have a lot on their mind. Like, take 2, take 1, take 3, take 1, take 3, take 2, take 4. Well, maybe not 4. Take 1. But the thing with sports is, you just don't know what's coming at you at any time. You got to keep your focus and make sure that the broadcast looks clean. And the nominees are
Jamie Burns, Director, Sports, Fox Sports Indiana. Indians Clutch Baseball, Sports Time Ohio. Cavaliers Basketball, Fox Sports Ohio.
Oh, man. And the winner is...
Jamie Burns, Director, Sports, Fox Sports Indiana.
Beating them 6 straight here. Can it be a 7th?
Track Red Full loses mic and music. Stand by, ready. Chris's mic and long theme. Eric, you're set. Open Chris's mic, ready. Cross the long theme and cross long theme.
In downtown
Eventually
Indianapolis, it's the holiday
6.1.
season, folks. Mark this.
Congratulations. Hey, before we get to our next category, I'm supposed to remind you about our Twitter hashtag for this evening. It is 2020 Emmy LGL. Again, 2020 Emmy LGL. Go ahead and post your photos. Let us see how you're celebrating tonight. Now, to our next category, something a lot less painful. It's Director Live or Live to Tape.
Cavaliers Live pregame show, Fox Sports Ohio. Indians Live, July 31st, Sports Time Ohio. Academic Challenge, WEWS. Jamie Burns, Director, Live or Live to Tape, Fox Sports Indiana.
And we have a tie in this category. The first winner is...
Indians Live, July 31st, Sports Time Ohio.
5 players back, 2 big-time power hitters. What a trade, the biggest trade at the deadline.
And wait till you hear how it all went down. I mean, that's the best part of the story is that it's tough enough to deal with one team, let alone add in a third. But, boy, you love what the Indians were able to do, what they were able to get back.
Hey, congratulations. And the second Emmy for this category of Director Live or Live to Tape is...
Jamie Burns, Director, Live or Live to Tape, Fox Sports Indiana.
Kiss Black, cross the spot. Revealing A, font 1, JJ's mic and theme. Stand by, ready. JJ's mic, ready to roll away, ready to cross long theme. You can open JJ's mic, roll away, and cross long theme. Ready, animated.
On a short list of the most anticipated games of the regular season tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natus welcomes Ali Gunbari to the Silver Circle.
Hey, Billy, how you doing? What's going on?
Good. Ali Gunbari is an accomplished television photojournalist whose career has spanned decades. Born and raised in Iran, Gunbari immigrated to the United States in February 1979, following the revolution. His passion for storytelling began as a child and was solidified during his service in the Shah's Imperial Iranian Navy. He landed his first job as a photojournalist with the former NBC affiliate WKEF in Dayton, Ohio, where he worked part-time.
Are you in there? Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you smile like that.
Ducting, I love that. What does deducting mean?
Being born without having arms.
Yeah, to take away, right? I drive a regular car. There's no modifications. When I turned 15 and a half, I have a happy feet.
That's a good shot.
Largely self-taught, he's been recognized with over 600 awards from numerous professional journalism organizations. In 1993, he was named Best Photographer by the Ohio Associated Press Media Editors, and during the same year was chosen by the Ohio News Photographers Association as Photographer of the Year. In 1994, he was hired full-time by Fox affiliate WJW in Cleveland. Subsequently, the ONPA has recognized him 11 more times as their Photographer of the Year, while earning 28 local Emmys, mostly in individual achievement categories.
I don't know how many of them I have at home, but most of them I've given to the people who are a subject matter in my story. And 20, 30 years from now, they're gonna look at it. They say, hey, the guy's name is Ali, give me this, when he did a story on me. That's more rewarding for me than keeping the trophy at home. My goodness, look at that eyes.
He is also a 7-time Ohio SPJ Best Photographer, 7-time Ohio AP Best Photographer, and 2-time Regional NPPA Photographer of the Year. Since 1994, he has been a featured speaker on storytelling at over 36 seminars throughout Ohio and across the country. Gambari, a father of 2 with 4 grandchildren, celebrates his 70th birthday in May 2020. Reflecting on his career and the next chapter, Gambari said,
You know, I have a passion for photography. If you love what you're doing for living, then keep going. You're not really working. Again, that's my opinion.
Gambari is the recipient of the Silver Circle Award, awarded by the Natus Lower Great Lakes Chapter Board of Governors. Congratulations, Ali.
I'm standing in the flat on the west side. What you see behind me is skyline of beautiful city, Cleveland. Cleveland became my hometown since '94 when I moved here. I like it very much. But the reason I'm here to express my appreciation for Silver Circle Award is my honor to thanks to Natus Lower Great Lakes Chapter Board of Governors, also to the management of WJW for opportunity they provide for my achievement. You know, I consider myself blessed and very lucky for a passion and love of photography and through lens of my camera, telling people a story. But I want to say this, if you love what you do for living, keep going without working. That's what I did. Thank you, and God bless. You know, I had a wonderful ride.
Congratulations, Ali, on your induction into the Silver Circle. Hey, Jonathan, I had no idea you were such a sportsman. We should go golfing sometime. I might actually stand a chance. Even though we're not all together in the same room tonight, we still want to interact and socialize. So we hope you'll join the conversation happening right now on Zoom. You can find a link for that in your email. And if you're on Twitter tonight, don't forget to use the hashtag 2020EmmyLGL. Coming up after the break, we'll award the Emmys in several more categories, including commercial, interactive media, and community public service. Plus, we'll induct Dean Pantazzi to the Gold Circle. Stay with us as the 51st Lower Great Lakes Emmy Awards continues. Jonathan, I have a catcher's mitt too.
And I know some of our most vulnerable citizens, they need fresh produce, they need vegetables, they need milk, they need orange juice. These are free things that our community has pulled together.
It is a good thing to help each other out in a time of desperate need. We're gonna make sure we try to give a helping hand. We're all in this together, and we're showing this today and every day after this.
2 families of 5 coming your way.
Father God, we lift up to you right now on this day. We thank you first, Father, for who you are sitting high, Lord. And we thank you, Father, that you hear our plea and you hear our prayers, Lord. So we thank you, Father, for this blessed day you've given us, the sunshine that you've given us to serve. We thank you, Father, for opening up your floodgates and providing with all this fresh food and bringing the community together. Father, your word said we would just humble ourselves and we would pray and turn from our wicked ways. We seek after you, then you will hear from us and you will heal our land. So we pray, Heavenly Father, that you will heal our land, that you hear us in the name of Jesus. We thank you, and we thank you. And to God be the glory. Amen.
Two different families.
Here you go.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, get you some more milk. You get 2 broccolis already, my brother?
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Welcome back to the 51st Emmy Awards. You know, even though we can't be together tonight, we can still share using Twitter. We've got a hashtag, too, that you can use to tweet about tonight's events. I'm going to pull it up for you right here. It's hashtag 2020 Emmys LGL. All right, my first category this evening is research. Research always makes a story come together. And this year, the nominees are
1981 revealed. Sports Time, Ohio. Career Path Less Taken. WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Horsepower. Indiana's Equine Industry. WTIU.
And the Emmy goes to
Career Path Less Taken. WVIZ PBS Idea Stream.
From low academic performance and behavioral problems. Of the nearly 500,000 students enrolled in Ohio's public high schools, about a quarter of them participate in career and tech ed.
All right, our next category is audio. Audio is so important. I'm not sure my audio right now sounds all that great. Let me try something real quick. Let me try something. I've got something here.
Sound a little better, I hope? All right. See, audio is important. Here are tonight's nominees.
Thank you for the challenge. The 10th Quadrennial International Violin Competition. WFYI. Music in Transit. Jake Huber Productions.
And the Emmy goes to
Music in Transit. Jake Huber Productions.
All right, my final category for this evening is Societal Concerns, Single Story. And the nominees for Societal Concerns, Single Story are
Domestic Forgiveness. WPTA. Separated. WJW. Race and Tickets. WISH. Overtime Overload. WTTV. Little John. WEWS. Organ Donation in an Opioid Crisis. WXIN. Failed Child Death Reports. WTTV.
All right, we have a tie in this category. A couple of Emmys to give away, and the first Emmy goes to
Separated. WJW.
My name is Elizabeth. I grew up in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. I spent 10 years serving my country in the National Guard and in the United States Marine Corps. I did a tour in Afghanistan. In 2009, a stroll down the street changed my world.
And the second Emmy goes to
Overtime Overload. WTTV.
But in 2017, when the year was over, this is what that jail deputy took home: $109,000. The colonel in charge of the whole jail doesn't even make that much. He made $11,000 less Is this the way we want to spend taxpayer dollars?
Congrats to both our winners in that category tonight. All right, that's it for me. So from here in Indianapolis, we go now to Cleveland and Beth McLeod. Beth?
Thanks, Dan. Good evening, everyone. I'm Beth McLeod from WJW, Cleveland's own Fox 8 News. My first category is interactive media, and you've got a 50-50 shot at this because it's between WVIZ and WKYZ. And the nominees in this category for interactive media are...
Applause performances, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Let's Be Clear, WKYC.
And the Emmy for the interactive media goes to... The envelope, please.
Let's Be Clear, WKYC.
What was it like under those times of kind of scandal?
It was terrible. And again, Eric and I may have different takes on it, but I think that, first of all, Roger Ailes, the guy who created Fox News and hired me twice.
My next category is for journalistic enterprise, no time limit. Some serious reporting going on here. The winner will definitely have some bragging rights. The nominees are...
Saving Hoosier Moms and Babies, WRTV. Sarah Buttison, WEWS. Enterprise, Engage, and Light, WEWS. Producer Tom Meyer, WKYC. Ron Regan Enterprise, WEWS.
And the Emmy for journalistic enterprise, no time limit, goes to...
Sarah Buttison, WEWS.
Study after study shows fighting fires increases the risk
There's no doubt whatsoever
of cancer.
I could pull books and research studies that would fill this entire building.
Ohio was one of 16 states that refused to recognize the link.
I'm willing to be that face.
Until.
And my last category for tonight is commercial. Tough competition here between art, cars, and travel. The nominees for commercials are...
Gordon Parks Exhibition Promo, the Cleveland Museum of Art, Fusion Filmworks. Dan Young Chevrolet, Wood Innovative Group. Hard Truth Hills Commercial, Bayonet Media.
And the Emmy for commercial goes to...
Gordon Parks Exhibition Promo, the Cleveland Museum of Art, Fusion Filmworks.
That's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to make a big bowl of popcorn and a big glass of red wine and enjoy the rest of the show. We're heading west on the turnpike, tossing it over to WTOL's Andrew Kinsey. Here you go, Andrew.
All right, Beth, thanks so much for that handoff. And hello all, I'm Andrew Kinsey, anchor at WTOL 11 here in Toledo. First up for me is the category of promotion program image. The nominees in this category are...
We Wish You a Merry Christmas Sweater, WKYC. Cavs Retail Brand, Cleveland Art Museum, Cleveland Cavaliers.
And the Emmy for promotion program image goes to...
We Wish You a Merry Christmas Sweater, WKYC.
Congratulations. My next category is promotion program sports. The nominees in the category of promotion program sports are...
Cleveland Cavaliers, Chamber of Light, Think Media Studios, Our Towns, Our Teams, Fox Sports Ohio.
And the Emmy for promotion program sports goes to...
Cleveland Cavaliers, Chamber of Light, Think Media Studios.
Really on God, yeah. Really on God, yeah.
The Cares are out center. Keepers hold the dunk. Love fires a three. Nails a three.
I be giving all I got. Really living on the center.
My final category for tonight is Promotion Program Single Spot Campaign. The nominees are
Tap the App, WKYC. The Score, Drumline, WPTA. Reverend Marvin Chandler, Open to the Moment promo, Goditis Production. I Know You, Whitmer versus Central Catholic 2019, BCSN. ECHL Finals Game 5, Newfoundland versus Toledo, BCSN.
All right, so there's a tie in this category. The first Emmy for Promotion Program Single Spot Campaign goes to
I Know You, Whitmer versus Central Catholic 2019, BCSN.
It runs deep. I know you, you know me, and familiarity breeds hatred. It ain't complicated. Arch rivals. Makes it less win and lose and more about survival.
And the second Emmy goes to
ECHL Finals Game 5, Newfoundland versus Toledo, BCSN.
Growlers just one win away from hoisting the Kelly Cup.
Our guys will be ready, our leaders will have the team ready, and let's lay it all out there.
This has been fun. Congratulations to all the nominees. Now let's get back to Cleveland, where Josh and Maria Cribbs are standing by. Josh and Maria.
Thanks, Andrew. Hi, everyone.
I'm Josh Cribbs.
And I'm Maria Cribbs, and it's Emmy night. We are so thrilled and honored to be here.
We have been asked to present awards in the station promotion and marketing categories. They're like the special teams for TV stations. They bust through and set up field position.
Okay, look, when you have a TV show and you're married to an all-pro NFL player, you get the football analogies every once in a while.
Of course. The category is news promotion image, and all these nominees took it to the house.
Check with Chuck, WTHR. First alert for spring weather, WOIO. 70 years of WTTV, WTTV. ABC News Synergy Campaign, WEWS.
I always wanted to do this. And the Emmy Award for News Promotion Image goes to
70 years of WTTV, WTTV.
Indiana. Good evening. Here's what's happening in our world tonight.
1, 2, 3.
We are coming to you from the heart of a historic night in downtown Indianapolis.
Now, the next category is for news promotion single spot or campaign.
And here are the nominees.
What's next? Innovation, WKYC. Ohio Voices Promotion, Spectrum News. I Was Used as Catfish Bait, WTHR. 13 investigates Krabbe disease, WTHR. WOIO CBS 19, Slow-Mo Weather, WOIO. Blind Zone Danger, WTHR.
The Emmy Award for Single Spot or Campaign goes to
WOIO CBS 19 Slow-Mo Weather, WOIO.
14 years in a row. There's no trophy to show off, no flashy rings for your weather team, just a promo with cool slow motion video. Man, that's cool.
Our last category is for community or public service single spot. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Downtown Cleveland, Build Something, Fusion Filmworks. Riverfront Promenade, Punch Films. The Stars Lined Up, Katie's Survival Story, Breakwall Media. Reimagining Summit Lake, Pritt Entertainment Group.
And the Emmy Award for community public service single spot goes to
Downtown Cleveland, Build Something, Fusion Filmworks.
You are not the first to set foot here.
You won't be the last.
Without question.
Without question.
Your path
is unique.
Layers upon layers of history.
How will your story be told?
That was so much fun.
Yes, it was.
Maybe next year we can do a red carpet and I'll go get me a nice gown. Or I'll get something on sale, baby.
Really? Something on sale? You? Now you deserve both an Emmy and an Oscar for all that acting.
Oh. Look, congratulations to all the nominees and winners, and thank you guys so much for having us.
Here's Crosstown Alexa Lee with the next category.
Thanks, guys. Good evening to all of you. My name is Alexa Lee, and I'm from WKYC in Cleveland. And my first category is actually new this year, Branded Content Program, and it's long form, so it's longer than 10 minutes. And the nominees for Branded Content Program long form are
Colts Life, Kenny Moore II, Indianapolis Colts. Colts Life, Darius Leonard, Indianapolis Colts.
And the Emmy goes to
Colts Life, Kenny Moore II, Indianapolis Colts.
You know, coming back home, I'm gone most of the year. So it's always a little different coming back home. But it's always great to get back to my roots, you know, the basics. You know, coming back home, I can lay low a little bit.
Congratulations to you, and the next category is also new this year. Branded Content Program Short Form. You guessed it, it's 10 minutes or less. Now, the nominees for Branded Content Program Short Form are
Rethinking Manufacturing, National Institute of Standards and Technology. How Not to Up the Croissant, Bayonet Media. Cleveland International Film Festival, Welcome Trailer Campaign, Fusion Filmworks. Cleveland Rocks, All-Star Game, the Cleveland Indians.
There is a tie in this category, so the first Emmy for Branded Content Program Short Form goes to
Rethinking Manufacturing, National Institute of Standards and Technology.
Back then, everybody figured, hey, I go and work steel mill 30 years. I leave the steel mills, I got a pension, I get my hospitalization for the rest of my life.
And the second Emmy goes to
How Not to Up the Croissant, Bayonet Media.
I'm going to show you how to make a croissant, and I'm going to try to not f it up.
Congratulations to both of you. Now, my final category is short format program, informational entertainment, and the nominees are
Thank you, Bill. Pritt Entertainment Group. Indie Android, Hoosier Cryptids, The Beast of Busco, WTIU. Rogers Report, Aviation, WBGU. Claire's Day, Matt Russell, LLC.
And the Emmy for short format program, informational entertainment goes to
Claire's Day, Matt Russell, LLC.
When an author or illustrator shows up at school, they are a movie star or a rock star. The kids' faces just grow, their eyeballs get so big when they hear that person speak because they've had their book. They know them from a book. Now they're live and in person.
Congratulations to all of the recipients and nominees. Your next presenter is Chuck Lofton of WTHR in Indianapolis.
Alexa, thank you very much, and welcome to Indianapolis. I'm Chuck Lofton from WTHR in Indianapolis, in front of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the greatest race course in the world. You know, this is a place of specialization, but it really hasn't been lately because the Indy 500 was postponed until August. We're still going to run it. But when I talk specialization, I'm talking the finest race car drivers in the world. And my first category is about specialization, too. Our category tonight, the nominees for special event coverage other than news or sports.
American Pianists Awards 2019 Gala Finals, WFYI. Fingerstyle, Indiana's Guitar Festival, WTIU.
Those are some great nominees, and the winner of the Emmy for the special event coverage other than news or sports.
Fingerstyle, Indiana's Guitar Festival, WTIU.
And we are one of 8 festivals in the world
that is accredited by them.
We chose the weekend that we have because it gives the international contestants that go out to Kansas every year to compete a few weeks ahead of that festival to really get their nerves.
Well, our next category really gets to the heart of what we're doing. And the nominees for Public Current Community Affairs are
Comcast Newsmakers Lauren Day, Wood Innovative Group. Human Trafficking in Northeast Ohio, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Hiring Hoosiers, WRTV. Working Together Works, Community Heroes, WXIM.
And the winner of the Emmy for Public Current Community Affairs is
Human Trafficking in Northeast Ohio, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream.
Human Trafficking Task Force helped the West Shore Enforcement Bureau arrest a suspected trafficker. Inside the room, they found a John from Hudson, 2 women, and drugs, including crack cocaine.
Well, this next category really means a lot to me. I've worked at WTHR for almost 35 years. So, the nominees for Nostalgia Program Special Series are
A Soldier's Story, Never Forgotten, WGTE. Wapakoneta celebrates its favorite son 50 years later. WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. The Children's Crusade Revisited, Slaughterhouse 5 at 50, WFYI.
And the winner of Nostalgia Program Special Series is
The Children's Crusade Revisited, WFYI.
50 years ago, in 1969, a friend of mine published a book. It was about an experience that haunted him from the time he lived through it to the day he died. It helped shape modern literature and culture and changed his life in ways both good and bad.
Well, congratulations to all the winners in these last 3 categories. Hope to see you at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in August for the running of the Indy 500.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natus welcomes Dean Pantazzi to the Gold Circle.
At its heart, Quincy Media is defined by our people and their contributions to our industry and to our communities. So it is with the highest level of appreciation that I salute you, Dean, for a lifelong dedication that is recognized here tonight. Yours is a voice that has guided generations, and from the players on the field to your peers in broadcasting, you've had a truly lasting impact. Congratulations and thank you for all that you do and all that you have done.
Dean, you are an absolute treasure to work with and to learn from, and I'm so looking forward to continuing that.
You know, there's a reason you're called the Dean of Sports around here. Look, congratulations on your Gold Circle Award. We cannot wait to see what you do next.
A lot about Fort Wayne has changed over the years, but our community is fortunate that you've been with us for the journey. Congratulations, Dean, and thank you for helping make Fort Wayne great.
Congratulations, Dean, on all of your achievements and this well-deserved recognition. You've made a terrific mark on broadcasting in Northeast Indiana and frankly throughout the state. Well done, partner. You deserve this.
Dean, you are the Pantazzi of the business. 50 years, that is absolutely incredible. Yeah, I know we're the competition, but we respect what you have done. Congratulations on your Gold Circle induction.
Few things more exciting than to be at a high school football game and watch Dean, you running down the sidelines and the student section starts cheering, Dean, Dean, Dean.
50 years, I bet it only feels like 49. That's the beauty of it all. Keeping us young, and I'll tell you, when I got here 12 years ago, Dean Pantazzi was the dean of sports. He was the level we aspired to, so definitely thank you for all the great Friday nights like you've mentioned, and just the camaraderie and the level of excellence that we've seen in the last 50 years.
Congratulations.
Way to be.
Dean Pantazzi, the Dean of Sports, you sweet man. I remember being in town and being new so many years ago, and you being so kind. You always have been. Thank you for that, and for your service to local sports and to the local sports fans here in the Fort. You are one of a kind.
Yeah, Dean, we want to wish you the very best, and we're so happy to know that you'll continue to be on ABC 21 with your sports team.
Our best to you and your family always.
Dean, just want to send another big congratulations your way. Over our time working together, it's been pretty remarkable to me to see how many lives that you've touched in Fort Wayne, in the surrounding area, and these lasting connections that you have with so many different people. So please take some time and really enjoy this award and everything surrounding it, because you've earned it.
Dean, your love for the game is genuine, and it shows. You've continued Indiana's legacy of great broadcasters, and you're deserving of this rare award. Congratulations on your amazing 50-year run. Job well done.
Thank you to the Academy for presenting me with this great honor, which I thought initially when I was told about it was a joke. Somebody was pulling on me, and my general manager assured me most definitely that was not the case. Talking to a guy who first knew what television was in the mid-1950s when he was about 5 or 6 years old. TV news back in those days was white Caucasian males who were radio announcers reading copy with no visuals. A weatherman would come on a little bit, newscast was 15 minutes, and it was over. Things have really changed since then. 1967, I ended up at Southern Illinois University, where they first drilled out my Chicago accent and then taught me all about the business from every aspect of it. And from every aspect I learned, I knew I wanted to get into television news, preferably into sports. I ended up doing that. Learned everything I could there, from learning video to produce everything. Got my start there, learned from good people. Elkhart for 2 years, then to Fort Wayne in 1974, to WPTA in February of 1974. And I have had a chance to do just about everything in my 45 years at WPTA under 10 news directors, 7 different general managers, and 7 different owners. If you last that long, that's the kind of stuff that happens. We started with film when I got there. We've gone through 4 videotape formats since. We've then done 2 linear objects since of video. We used to have the typewriters. Well, now we have the computers, thank God. And those things have changed, and so much has changed otherwise. But why did I stay as long as I did? Good place to live, met my wife here, we raised our kids here, and it was a town where you got the opportunity to do the job you wanted to do, and I got to do that with 6 Super Bowls, 20 Indianapolis 500s, oh so many other national events, and just about every major or minor sports event Fort Wayne has, I got to cover it in that time. Also on the news side of it, got to interview 4 presidents in my career. So, I got to do it all. And people who have worked with me in this market, Fort Wayne, and have moved on to other things, have told me, you were the smart one to stay. That was a great place to be. I agree with them. Most importantly, it was a great place because I had great people to work for, great people to work with. I continue to have that to this day, and that kind of keeps you young and keeps you interested in this business, which is what it's all about. So once again, thank you to the Academy for this great honor. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
I've moved my virtual background again here at Ohio Stadium now. Go Buckeyes, and congrats to Dean Pantazzi on joining the exclusive Gold Circle tonight. Much more to come as we give out awards for weather, sports, and Leanne Jordan joins the Silver Circle as the 51st Emmy Awards for the Lower Great Lakes chapter continue after the break.
Hi, my name is Carmen. It's heartbreaking to know that our friends and neighbors who had full dinner tables only weeks ago are now in need of help. As a community, we've never accepted defeat, even when we face crises beyond our control. Your gift is so much more than fill a plate. You are giving hope to families who very much need it. Please help today by visiting chfb.org.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji! Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Welcome back to the 51st Natus Lower Great Lakes Chapter Emmy Awards. My name is Chris Tanaka. I am an anchor from WOIO in Cleveland. Got a pair of awards to announce, both coming from the magazine program category. And magazine programs are like internet pages turned into pictorial booklets turned into TV programs. The first program/special, the nominees are...
Journey, Indiana, episode 110, WTIU. Cribs in the CLE, Josh and Maria Live, WOIO. Wish Patrol Holiday Special, WISH. Ideas Sunday, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Cribs in the CLE, Halloween Special, WOIO.
And the Emmy for Magazine program/special goes to...
For 3 years,
Wish Patrol Holiday Special, WISH.
And pulling back the curtain.
Backpacks for everybody!
Surprising people all across central Indiana.
Just knowing that they have a community who cares, and that is something that they will take with them forever, and we are incredibly grateful.
All right, congratulations for that. Next one up, magazine program feature/segment. And I do really love magazine programs. You get to do a lot of great storytelling, and you don't have to involve a PIO, a politician, or a coach. The nominees for magazine program feature/segment are...
WANE Summer Road Trip, WANE. Cribs in the CLE, 12 Days of Cribsmas, WOIO. At Home with Jim Nance, WISH.
And the Emmy for magazine program feature/segment goes to...
At Home with Jim Nance, WISH.
2, 1. More than 110 million viewers will have their eyes on the network. We're back. Go. And the voice that will guide America on game day is Jim Nance.
Stand by and Jimmy.
Congratulations, and congratulations to all the nominees. Enjoy the rest of the show. Of course, virtually.
Hold on. I hear you yelling. Hold on. Let me put the earpiece in. Hello? Yeah? No, he had to run out on breaking news. I'm sorry. Oh, who am I? I'm Mitch Davis. I'm the news director here at WKBN, WITV, and Fox Youngstown. You want me to do it? Okay, hold on. Let me get the earpiece in the right way. Hey, while I'm doing this, you gonna shoot me on one of those cool little double boxes? Yeah? All right. Hey, here we go. Single shot. It is my privilege to present the category of interview, discussion, program, series, or special. And these are the categories where there's not a lot of scripting, but it's where the interviewer and the subject are sitting down, having a conversation, and getting really in-depth about the topic they're talking about. And it's my privilege to present the Emmy going to... What? Oh, sorry. The nominees come first. All right. So, the nominees for interview, discussion, program, series, or special are...
Political Radar, The Race for Mayor, WPTA. Secret Recipe, WKYC.
Now? Okay. And the Emmy goes to... Did I say that right?
Nice trick.
Secret Recipe, WKYC.
Dice.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's with the eggs? Where do these come into play?
Well, this is the carbonara. It's got that egg. In the traditional one, basically it's yolks, and you let the hot pasta cook that. It's the egg.
And a big congratulations to the nominees and the recipients of the Emmy in this category. And Hey man, sorry, you missed it. I had to fill in and do it, you know.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the 51st NATAS Lower Great Lakes Chapter Emmy Awards. This is my at-home setup. This is my Zoom background. My name is Jordan Burrows and I work at WLFI in West Lafayette, Indiana. That is the home of Purdue University. Full disclosure, I went to IU, go Hoosiers, boiler down. I am an anchor and MMJ up at WLFI. Anyway, I have two categories to present tonight. The first one being informational and instructional program, series, or special. They have to be excellent. These stories do. And then secondly, they have to be informational or instructional, just like the title suggests. The nominees for this category are
News Depth, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Veterans Voices, WANE. Who is Elon Musk? The History of SpaceX and Tesla, WFYI.
And the winner of this Emmy for instructional, informational program, series, or special is... Seal this one pretty tight. Hold on a second. Okay. This is interesting. We have a tie. There are two winners for this category. One of the winners for instructional, informational program, series, or special is...
News Depth, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream.
We head to Ohio's not-so-tropical islands for our No Ohio. Plus, the U.S. and China are still tussling over trade tariffs. Radioactive contamination sends some Ohio students on an early summer break.
The other winner for instructional, informational, special program, or series is...
Who is Elon Musk? WFYI.
Payment system we all use today redefined space exploration while taking over the automotive industry, inspired Tony Stark from Iron Man, and was willing to risk everything to further the human race. That would be the one and only Elon Musk.
Okay, congratulations to those winners and to all the nominees in this category. We're now moving on to the other second one that I have to present tonight. That topic is documentary topical. There are three nominees for this category, and they are...
Wetlands, 12 Stars Media. Guns in Ohio, Schools Under Fire, Spectrum News. Veteran Children, When Parents Go to War, Hackley Productions.
And the winner of the Emmy in the category documentary topical is... I had one envelope. Not really sure who the winner is. Anyway, the winner of documentary topical Emmy is...
Guns in Ohio, Schools Under Fire, Spectrum News.
There's a shooter at the West Liberty? Yes, what's the retail high school?
I told him you don't have to kill anybody, including yourself, and just pleaded with them to stop. On that day, we had 300 kids.
All right, congratulations to those nominees and the winner of the Emmy in the category documentary topical. I just want to say I'm so thankful to be able to be an Emmy presenter this year, and I hope I can do it going forward. Congratulations to all nominees and to all winners. Okay, that's it for me up here in West Lafayette, Indiana. Now I'm going to send it down in Indianapolis to Kara Kenny from RTV6. She's in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hey, Kara.
Thank you, Jordan. I'm Kara Kenny, an investigative reporter with WRTV in Indianapolis. Thank you so much for the opportunity to present tonight, and also for the first time to get out of yoga pants for the first time since early March. Tonight, I'm presenting historical documentary, and the nominees are
One Small Step, One Small Town, Neil Armstrong, WBGU. One Small Step, WTVG. Bob Hamill and Bloomington, a 50-year love affair, WTIU. The Revolutionist, Eugene V. Debs, WFYI.
And the Emmy for documentary historical goes to
The Revolutionist, Eugene V. Debs, WFYI.
And the middle class is rising. And on this day, at the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary, 66-year-old Eugene Victor Debs, a champion of American working people, is going home after serving almost 3 years.
Congratulations to all the nominees. My next category is for documentary cultural, and the nominees are
Terre Haute, Rise and Resilience, WTIU. No Limits Art Series, Eitel Jorg, 12 Stars Media. Thank you for the challenge, the 10th Quadrennial International Violin Competition, WFYI.
And the Emmy for documentary cultural goes to
No Limits Art Series, Eitel Jorg, 12 Stars Media.
To tell your partner, what do you think discrimination means, and have you experienced discrimination before? And then we'll come back together and kind of come up with a group definition.
You heard about that? Like, basically, people hating each other.
If you don't, Congratulations to all of the nominees. Now let's send it over to Matt Underwood in Cleveland.
Thanks, Kara. Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Underwood, play-by-play announcer for Cleveland Indians baseball on Sports Time, Ohio. My first category tonight is Weather News Weathercast. When I began my career at WEWS-TV as a young sportscaster, I used to keep my fingers crossed every night in the hopes that the late, great Don Webster would not get too verbose in detailing an impending lake-effect snowstorm headed for downtown Cleveland. I need not have worried, because Don Webster never disappointed. Here are the nominees for Weather News Weathercast.
High Wind Warning, Snow Prediction, WTTV. Ashley Brown Weather, WISH. January Fury, WKYC. John Dissauer, 11 p.m. Weathercast, June 4th, 2019, WTTV. WTOL Winter Weather, WTOL.
And the Emmy for Weather News Weathercast goes to
January Fury, WKYC.
As we go into the day tomorrow, we have colder air that's coming in. We thought it would be kind of cool to give you a little bit more technical perspective real quick about the big picture of everything that's going on. And obviously, Matt, we've been watching this real heavy snow band that stretches clear down to Memphis at this point. But locally...
Congratulations. My next category is Weather News Single Story. And I gotta believe none of these have anything to do with a 75-degree cloudless day in downtown Cleveland. Here are the nominees for Weather News Single Story.
Dream House Destroyed, Fort Wayne's NBC. Indy 500 and the Weather, Fort Wayne's NBC. Salina Tornadoes, WTVG. Flooding on Middle Bass Island, WEWS.
And the Emmy goes to...
Flooding on Middle Bass Island, WEWS.
Out here on Middle Bass Island, high lake levels and heavy rain have caused flooding in the roads and on people's yards. But if you take a look at the lake, you can see its levels are nearly level with the land.
From high up, the boat in someone's yard on Middle Bass Island doesn't look totally out of place.
Congratulations to all of the nominees. That's it for me. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey, Chris Myers back here again. You haven't gotten rid of me yet. Well, you know, I do sports for a living, but I've always had an interest in being a game show host. I got the old school microphone. You ever watch the old game show reruns? And if you get it right, you hear a bell, and if you get it wrong, you hear a buzzer. But you're all getting it right today with the nominees and those of you who have worked so hard in this next category. And again, it's a pleasure for me to be a part of the presentation, and congrats to all of those who have won and who are nominated. The category here is, love this microphone, sports event game live unedited. The nominees are
Cleveland Cavaliers NBA basketball, Fox Sports Ohio. Indiana Pacers basketball, Celtics versus Pacers, December 11th, 2019. Fox Sports Indiana. Cleveland Indians baseball, Sports Time Ohio.
And the Emmy goes to
Cleveland Indians baseball, Sports Time Ohio.
And the 1-2 pitch, line to left field, base hit, Indians win it. Their fourth walk-off of the year, their first extra inning victory.
Hello, I am so happy to be here. I am Nina Criscolo, reporter and anchor from Wish TV in Indianapolis. My first category is sports, one-time special, the time you had just one chance to hit the shot, and you nailed it. The nominees are
All Access Pass, WISH. Fred McLeod, Calling the Shots, Fox Sports Ohio. Countdown to Indy, WISH. Indiana Pacers 2019 Preview Show, Fox Sports Indiana. Fox 59 at the Indy 500, WXIN. Trackside 6, WRTV. Rents Due, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And the Emmy for sports, one-time special goes to
Rents Due, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Double T here, checking in. Hey man, Kevin Porter Jr. here. Yo, what's up? It's JC. Putting that work in always. Hey, we've been getting after it. It's gonna be a go.
Congratulations! My next category is sports interview discussion. The nominees for this category are
Countdown to Kickoff, WISH. Cavs Conversation, Kevin and Channing, Fox Sports Ohio. Olympian Dominique Moceanu models a fresh start for American gymnasts. WVIZ PBS Idea Stream.
And the Emmy for sports interview discussion goes to
Olympian Dominique Moceanu, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream.
The very best. One that demands countless hours spent perfecting one skill, one landing. The gym becoming a second home during years of practice. Bar and beam routines replacing movie nights and sleepovers.
This footage just shows you what a 9-year-old's dream.
That's it for me. Let's welcome Stephanie Schaefer in Cleveland.
Thank you so much, Nina. I'm Stephanie Schaefer from Fox 8 in Cleveland, and it is a thrill and an honor to be with all of you this evening. Up first right now is the Emmy for Sports documentary, and the nominations are
Wall of Honor, Cavaliers' Early Journey, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Colts Forever, Hunter Smith, Indianapolis Colts. With the next pick, the Colts are on the clock, Indianapolis Colts.
And the Emmy for Sports documentary goes to
Colts Forever, Hunter Smith, Indianapolis Colts.
A farm should be a place where care and affection are kind of the values that you center things around.
The next category is sports program, post-produced or edited, and the nominees are
Speedway Spectacular, WISH. Building the Browns, Cleveland Browns. Links to the Game, Freddie Kitchens, Browns 2019, Sports Time Ohio.
And the Emmy for sports program, post-produced or edited goes to
Building the Browns, Cleveland Browns.
With a $150 million budget. They don't go 9-7, head's gonna roll.
back live with Greedy Williams. What a great name for a defensive back. 4.38. Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Congratulations to all of the nominees. I hope you have a beautiful evening. It is time now to send things back to Indy to Chris Wright. Hi, Chris.
Hey, thanks a lot, Stephanie. I'm Chris Wright, Chief Meteorologist here at WTTV in Indianapolis. It's great to be here, and for me, the category is Sports Program Live, and I know I, along with all of you, miss all of our teams, and hopefully they'll be back on the courts, on the fields, and on the ice very soon. And with that said, the nominees in this category are
The Zone, WISH, Indians Live, Sports Time Ohio, Cavaliers Live Pregame, 2018-2019 season, Fox Sports Ohio, Pacers Live Pregame, Game 3 versus Boston, Fox Sports Midwest.
And the Emmy for Sports Program Live goes to
Cavaliers Live Pregame, 2018-2019 season, Fox Sports Ohio.
In New Orleans against the Pelicans, Cavs went from up 16 to losing by 16. Then went to Houston to play the Rockets. 43 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists by James Harden later. Cavs had a 28-point loss. From Texas to Southern California.
Congratulations. Up next is Sports Feature Entertainment, and these are the kind of stories that gives us an inside look at the people who put those games on for us. And the nominees for this category are
Larry Clisby, The Call on His Career, WLFI. Journey, Indiana, Sport Through Sound, WTIU. Born Addicted, Jonah's Journey, WTOL. Reddick Brothers, WTVG. Colts Forged, Kane's Comeback, Part 1, Indianapolis Colts. Carlos Carrasco Roberto Clemente Award, nomination video, the Cleveland Indians.
And the Emmy for Sports Feature Entertainment goes to
Born Addicted, Jonah's Journey, WTOL.
Fighting an uphill battle just to survive. The soccer field is Jonah's spot to get away, a place where he doesn't have to worry about all he's been through. This is where his story is being written now.
Well, congratulations to all the nominees. Now let's go back to Cleveland. Okay, Lena Lai, you're up next.
Thanks so much, Chris. Hi, everyone. I'm Lena Lai, anchor reporter for WKYC 3 News in Cleveland, and welcome to my home studio. Tonight, I'm leading off with the category of Sportscast for excellence in coverage of sports, which we can't wait to watch again. Go Tigers! The nominees in this category are
The Zone, WISH. CBS 4 at the Indy 500, WTTV.
And the Emmy for Sportscast goes to
CBS 4 at the Indy 500, WTTV.
One of the most exciting finishes at IMS that we've seen in a very long time. Team Penske's Simon Pagenaud, desperate for a 500 win, made it happen. He was perfect all month long. He won the Grand Prix, grabbed the pole, absolute stellar. Well, all kinds of pit trouble today. Elliot.
Congratulations! Next up is Sports News Single Story, and the nominees are
A Feel for the Game, WEWS. Running Blind, WTOL. Toledo's Day in the Sun, Buckeye Broadband. Changing the Face of Football, WANE. Why the Rich Get Richer under the NFL's current instant replay setup, WEWS.
And the Emmy for Sports News Single Story goes to
A Feel for the Game, WEWS.
Showtime! If you really think about it, come on, Tim, the sound of a high school basketball game is a lot like a concert with its cadences. Scramble! It's
Congratulations to all of the nominees. We recognize you for your hard work and passion. Time now for me to turn it over to Rafael Sanchez in Indianapolis. Rafael?
Lita, thank you so much, and congratulations to you on all the work that you do in Cleveland. Good evening. Muy buenas noches. My name is Rafael Sanchez. I'm an anchor and reporter at WRTV6 in Indianapolis. And welcome to my living room, which is my in-home studio during this pandemic. On my list tonight, the first category for me, Societal Concerns Series. And the nominees are...
Transitioning, a journey of self-discovery, WRTV. Feed Our Valley, WFMJ. Drowning in Dysfunction, WEWS. La Sangre Llama, Your Blood Leads You Home, WOIO. Shattered Faith, WICU, WSEE. Disturbing Discovery, WANE.
And we have a tie in this category. The first Emmy for Societal Concerns Series goes to...
Drowning in Dysfunction, WEWS.
Cause a devastating loss of home ownership.
It just got my blood boiling because, I lost my home because of them.
The report also found Water Review Board hearings are rarely held.
We represent the Water Review Board.
And customers had no...
And the second Emmy for Societal Concerns Series goes to...
Disturbing Discovery, WANE.
Why did Klopfer keep the fetal remains? Who did they belong to? What does justice look like with Klopfer being dead? As the mystery surrounding the doctor grew, the masses wondered who he was. The little known about him starts.
Congratulations to both. Our next category, military, single story, or series. The nominees in this category are...
Your Service, WEWS. Failing Corporal Carson, WKYC. The Soldiers and Sailors Monument, WTTV. A Legacy of Honor, the 555th, WEWS.
So congratulations, the Emmy for military single story or series goes to...
A Legacy of Honor, the 555th, WEWS.
There are times when I just feel pulled to this place.
Their legacy is part of what we do.
Ready.
There's close to 40,000 veterans buried here in the cemetery.
Fire! That's right. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natus welcomes Lee Jordan to the Silver Circle.
No woman in Cleveland television history has logged more hours at the anchor desk at the same station than Lee Jordan has at News 5. She has been the common thread in a television tapestry that includes so many other names, so many co-anchors in her 30 years, beginning with her first, Fred Griffith.
Coming into the market, it was a little intimidating because I knew that Fred Griffith was truly a legendary broadcaster, not just here, but also across the country. But what I found was the kindest and most generous partner on air. I learned so much from him, and he really gave me a great foundation.
Lee Jordan has been such a fixture in Northeast Ohio homes for all this time that many viewers feel they know her. But did you know this? Her first appearances in front of audiences came not on TV, but at Kings Island, outside Cincinnati.
I was in this small stage show for the first summer I was there, playing a villainous hussy. Not typecasting.
The next 2 summers, though, she had, I guess one could say, co-anchors.
I did a bird show. I had 8 macaws I worked with and a couple of cockatoos, and they roller skated and rode a bike on a high wire, and I did this kind of running monologue that involved a lot of ad-libbing, which, as it turns out, was pretty good training for the career I didn't know I was going to have yet.
Before that TV career, though, came one in promotions and marketing in Columbus when she helped create Red, White, and Boom, which has grown into the state's single largest annual fireworks display.
And it's really gratifying to me to see that it's still a big deal, and it's something that, I can lay claim to helping with that kickoff.
Something else to know, Lee's career in television put her in the fast lane, figuratively and literally.
Think of some of the greatest names in racing: Andretti, Unser, Rahal, Sullivan, Jordan.
2 times in my TV career, I have gone to racing school. I did. I took a 3-day Skip Barber driving school course, and we drove these open-wheeled Formula cars. They weren't, quite at the level of Indy cars, but similar, smaller. And competed against, people like Richard Dean Anderson and the Nelson twins and drivers who were actually on a racing circuit. So it was a little terrifying, but definitely forced me to push the envelope of my comfort zone a little bit. And really was just a lot of fun. I did not come in last.
Welcome to Israel. I'm Lee Jordan. Good morning. People think of Jamaica for its sunny beaches and vacation resorts. Today we're going to see a wild side of Florida that I've never seen before.
For Lee Jordan, the anchor chair has been a driver's seat, a first-class ticket to experiences of every type imaginable.
Joan Embry must have thousands of animal friends, and tonight she'll introduce you to one of her favorites.
Things she never took for granted.
It gave me memories that I will never forget. Whether it was, traveling to England to meet Princess Diana's brother Charles and do some stories about her and her life.
So coming home to Althorpe feels obviously very good to you.
It does. It's I have a sort of spiritual connection with the place, if that doesn't sound too pretentious.
Or flying to London on the Concorde and coming back on the QE2, or going to Central America and looking at midnight on the beach for sea turtles and standing in front of the pyramids in Egypt. I mean, all of these experiences were not only a continuing education, but created so many moments where in that moment you're standing there and just thinking, oh my gosh, I cannot even believe I'm here. And here I am 3 years after retirement, and I still can't believe I'm here. First of all, right off the top, I want to thank Rob Powers for the nomination and Meredith Keeger for putting this retrospective together with a lot of help from Tommy Livingston, Kimmy Plaget, and Mark Boardman. And to all of my former colleagues through my 30 years at WEWS, I want you to know that I know any success I had as an anchor and reporter had everything to do with you, my coworkers who aim for excellence every day. Television news is all about teamwork, and I was incredibly lucky to work with the best team possible. I feel absolutely thrilled and honored to be inducted into the Silver Circle Pandemic Edition. And there is a little serendipity here. Terry Moyer, who was the executive producer of The Morning Exchange when I joined the show in 1987, also steps into the Silver Circle tonight. Who would have known, Terry? So congratulations to you and to our third inductee, legendary Cleveland photojournalist Ali Ganbari. I also want to thank one person out of many who influenced my career. Gary Robinson was my general manager in Columbus at WCMH when he picked me to go host PM Magazine, my first on-air job, and then again in Cleveland a dozen years later when he was my general manager and put me in an anchor chair, setting the course for the rest of my career. Gary, you changed my life twice, and I am forever in your debt. I also want to take this opportunity to commend all of you journalists who are doing your jobs with tremendous courage and commitment during these unprecedented events in 2020, and doing so inside the fallout of constant, unwarranted attacks on your profession. Your work, I think you know, means more than ever before. You have my deepest respect, and you are in my thoughts every single day. My thanks also for ignoring this whole situation on top of my head. I guess maybe it's the price of admission into the Silver Circle. And congratulations to all of tonight's Emmy nominees. I really hope to see you in person soon. Stay safe and be well.
Congratulations, Leanne, for your induction into the Silver Circle. You know, one thing that's not too bad about having a virtual award show this year, there's no line at the bar. Coming up after the break, we have the human interest, talent, and newscast categories. Plus, we will induct another honoree into the Silver Circle as the 51st Lower Great Lakes Emmy Awards continues. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Krista Morzoka, President and CEO of the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. I want to thank all of the members of the media here this evening for the incredible support that you've provided as the Greater Cleveland Food Bank has worked to respond to the needs of our community due to COVID-19. We've served more than 20,000 new families over the last 3 months together with our partners, and part of that is thanks to you. You've helped us get the word out, letting clients know that they could go to a drive-through distribution or call our help center or visit one of our partner agencies, folks who've never needed help before, and your communication has connected them to resources. Thank you.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and...
I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Krista. He's Brian. We're the McElhattons, and we're co-anchors at ABC 21 in Fort Wayne. We're also co-anchors at home. We're married.
It makes for an interesting situation because we have to maintain that social distance on the anchor desk, and we also have to maintain that social distance here at home. So we do the best we can. Air cheers. All right.
We share foundation, which is great. We just have to sanitize it in between.
Lots of sanitizing. You want a little bit there? Okay, there you go. Now that the hands are clean, how about we get on to our next category? That will be Human Interest News Series.
The nominees are
A Letter Straight from the Heart, WEWS. Stories from Cleveland, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Wish Patrol, WISH. Hard-Working Cleveland Series, WKYC. A Better Land, WEWS. Our medical reporter has a brain tumor, WKYC.
Now that you've met the nominees, time for the big reveal, and the award goes to...
A Better Land, WEWS.
We'll just do.
And it's easy to see.
I'll just walk down and pick up this stuff here.
How small things can turn into big things. Deshaun is halfway through a year-long program run by the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District. It's their Good Neighbor Ambassador program.
Of course.
Congratulations to all the nominees. Air cheers.
Air cheers. Air cheers.
Air cheers. On with the rest of the show.
Are you sleeping on the couch tonight?
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ginger Z with Good Morning America. It is my honor to present the nominees for Human Interest Single Story.
Journey, Indiana. An appalling catastrophe. The Purdue train wreck of 1903. WTIU. Total Recall. WTHR. Matthews Voices. WTHR. Who's Coming for You? WJW. An Outfit's Deepest Layer. WXIM. Vision Quest. WXIM. School of One. Jimmel's Journey. WKYC.
And the Emmy for Human Interest Single Story goes to...
Vision Quest, WXIM.
Sportsman is not how good they are at their best, but how good they are at their worst.
I've dealt with some adversities in life, but nothing like this.
Nearly 2 decades ago, Matt Moore was a standout player at the storied tennis program at Carmel High School.
It's a good action pose. Never have.
Hi there, I'm Holly Strano from in Cleveland. I'm so honored to be with all of you virtually tonight. The first category is in historical, cultural, program, or special. The nominees are
Sam Shepard, case closed. WJW. They're dying and nobody cares. Fort Wayne's NBC. WRTV, 70 years together. WRTV.
Good luck to you. And the Emmy for historical, cultural, program, or special goes to
WRTV, 70 years together. WRTV.
Tom Carnegie reporting.
Stand by, everyone.
You talk about a pioneering station in a market.
And I'm just so proud.
First on the air to technology like satellite trucks.
Derek Thomas for the news. Channel 6.
The memories of all the people that...
Congratulations! Next up is Health Science Single Story. The nominees for the category of Health Science Single Story are
Stage 4 needs more. WJW. Screwed. WTOL. EAZ 171. Curing neuropathy in black women. WXIM. Up in Smoke. WEWS. At what cost? Crossing Borders for Insulin. WTHR. Pharmacy's Secret Crisis. WEWS.
Good luck again. And the Emmy for Health Science Single Story goes to... Wow, we have a tie in this category. The first Emmy goes to...
Up in Smoke. WEWS.
Can I have a watermelon one, please?
I'll check your ID.
Yeah.
This is what's supposed to happen inside a vape shop. You gotta be 21.
Really? When did that happen?
October 17th was the start date.
Oh.
Ohio bans stores from selling vaping products.
And the second Emmy for Health Science Single Story goes to...
At what cost? Crossing Borders for Insulin. WTHR.
It's today.
It's gonna be a big day.
So I test my blood 7-8 times a day.
But before the journey,
Sometimes more.
a daily duty.
It's ridiculously high. It's 467.
A huge congratulations to all the nominees. It is now time for me to turn it over to that guy in the trench coat, Carl Monday from WJW in Cleveland.
Hey, thanks, Holly. Always great to see you. But right now, let's forecast some more Emmy Award winners. I'm Carl Monday from the Fox 8 I-Team, and I'm proud to present this year's nominees in the category of Health and Science, Program for Special. And the nominees are
13 Investigates. Gasping for Care. WTHR. Orion, The New Frontier. WKYC.
And the Emmy goes to
13 Investigates. Gasping for Care. WTHR.
Suffering. And our kids are suffering, and it's unfair.
It's terrible. It's really heartbreaking.
We need help.
Help.
We need the help.
Hey, congratulations. You just know that next year this is going to be a very, very popular category with all the wall-to-wall coverage of the current pandemic. The same goes for our next category. Here are the nominations in the category of Health and Science, New Series.
Paramedics sound alarm on PTSD. WOIO. Teen football player mysteriously dies. WISH. Diagnosis, debt. WEWS. Hidden dangers of having Hoosiers. WXIN.
And the Emmy goes to
Diagnosis, debt. WEWS.
Medical attention. So you get that, but then the bills start piling up. These things can be devastating, even if you have health insurance. 40% of Americans cannot cover a surprise $400 expense. Then you have the debt collectors, and they have been busy.
Congratulations to all the nominees. And congratulations to our next presenter, Damon Maloney, my good friend and former colleague at Cleveland 19 and 19 News. And a great anchorman there. Damon and his wife, Lindsay, recently had a baby boy. Damon, hope you're getting lots of sleep. Take it away, Damon.
Hi, Carl. Nice to see you. Yep, we have baby Leo at home. And in the sleep category, I'm going to say work in progress. Everybody warned us about this. And certainly not a lie, but we're so happy to have him home with us, healthy and happy. Good evening, everybody. I'm Damon Maloney, morning anchor and reporter at WOIO 19 News in Cleveland. And my first category tonight is Environment News Single Story Series Feature. And the nominees for the category are
Journey, Indiana, Preserving Prairie Land, WTIU. Deadly Gas Lurking in Classrooms, WOIO. Cuyahoga River Dams, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Green Burial, WJW. H2O No, WEWS.
And the Emmy for Environment News Single Story Series Feature goes to
Journey, Indiana, Preserving Prairie Land, WTIU.
This is really the only place in Indiana where you can go and see landscape scale native grassland.
Congratulations. Next up is Education Schools News Single Story Series Feature. And here are the nominees for the category.
Reading, Writing, and Waste, WKYC. Golden Apple Award, WISH. Troubled Teacher, WPTA. Journey, Indiana, Planting a Seed, WTIU. Cyber Cheating, WEWS. Noah's Ark, Being Different Never Matters, WJW. The Ultimate Underdog, WJW.
And the Emmy for Education Schools News Single Story Series Feature goes to... And how about this? We have a tie for the category. The first Emmy for Education Schools News Single Story Series Feature, it goes to...
Reading, Writing, and Waste, WKYC.
Buckeye Woodland in Cleveland closed 4 years ago.
This book is called Writing and Grammar. This is not outdated, and they would have all the classes around.
Home inspector and history buff Marco Vogt took us on a tour.
The Emmy for Education Schools News Single Story Series Feature also goes to...
Journey, Indiana, Planting a Seed, WTIU.
It's kind of a wimpy cilantro, but it's cilantro.
Today's lesson, herb identification.
Here, smell. Let me put it in your hand. Okay, rub that. You're gonna have to touch them maybe, you're gonna have to smell them, and you're a team.
Great stuff. Congratulations to the winners and the nominees for the categories. Let's send things over to Fort Wayne's NBC's Tom Powell. Good evening, Tom.
Nicely done, and thank you, Damon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Powell, anchor for Fort Wayne's NBC News, where we are focused on the fort. And up first for me tonight is the category Crime News Single Story Series. The nominees in this category are
Unsolved Amy Mahalovic, WKYC. Guns and Domestic Violence, WISH. Tinsley Detectives Tell All, WANE. Drugged Driving, The Deadly Consequences, WRTV. Savage Attack Exposes Broken System, WKYC. To Catch a Killer, Samuel Little, WOIO. Unprotected, WEWS.
And the Emmy for Crime News Single Story Series goes to
Unprotected, WEWS.
Chuck Bauer was a proud Army veteran. Now, at 89, he was dead broke. And this is the woman accused of robbing him blind.
How could she possibly treat an elderly person like this and not have a conscience?
Congratulations. Next up is Children Youth Teen Program Special. The nominees in this category are
Aging Out, WJW. The Friday Zone, Creature Comforts, WTIU. Career Path Less Taken, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Stealing the Mona Lisa, the art theft of the century, WFYI.
And the Emmy for Children Youth Teen Program Special goes to
Career Path Less Taken, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream.
Very technical programs.
Experts say we've arrived at the fourth industrial revolution, and it requires a fusion of hands-on skills and high-tech knowledge.
Congratulations to the awardees and all of the nominees. With all that's happening in the world, it is nice to pause for just a moment to recognize the hard work of journalists who are capturing the story. Now let's head back to Cleveland. Here's Jen Pachano.
Thanks, Tom, and hello, everybody. I'm Jen Pachano, coming to you or zooming to you from WOIO in Cleveland. My first category is Business Consumer Single Story or Series, and the nominees are
Medical Marijuana Business Impact Series, WEWS. Unemployment in the Autism Community, WJW. 2-day shipping, one big mess, WEWS. Contractor Chaos, WEWS. Schoolyard Swindler, WEWS. 13 Investigates, Consumer Reports, WTHR. Childhood Debt Surprise, WTHR.
And the Emmy for Business Consumer Single Story or Series goes to, hold on, we have a tie here, folks. The first award goes to
Medical Marijuana Business Impact Series, WEWS.
Sclerosis. I have an aunt that had MS, and she was severely disabled from a very young age. And I wanted to try to maintain as much of my function for as long as I could.
Inez got just 1 ounce of the medical cannabis a few minutes after the Forest Sandusky opened.
And the other Emmy for Business Consumer Single Story Series goes to
2-day shipping, WEWS.
I don't know. Randy Huggins is fed up with getting no answers.
He's just ignoring our question. He's not answering us or anything like that.
Randy used to deliver packages for Impact Shipping Solutions, but he says the company had very few solutions for questions about pay problems.
Congratulations to you both. Now, my next category is Talent Reporter Sports, and we know everybody in that category could use a win right now. We're all missing live sports, aren't we? The nominees are
John Cossack, Excellence in Sports Reporting, WEWS. First Spotlights, WRTV. John Doss, Sports Reporter, WEWS.
And the Emmy for Talent Reporter Sports goes to
John Doss, Sports Reporter, WEWS.
Playing before losing to football, but because officials didn't have the proper view, the play stood.
The ruling on the field stands.
So in that particular game, the only sideline camera we had here on the goal line was on this side of the field. So in the instant replay review, all we got was Jarvis Landry's backside. But
all right, congratulations to all awardees and nominees. You all have worked very hard this year. Let's take it across town to Ron Regan.
Thank you, Jen, and good evening, everyone. I'm investigative reporter Ron Regan at WEWS in Cleveland, and our next category is Talent Reporter Political. And the nominees are
Dan Spieler, covering politics in 2019, WXIM. John Cossack, Excellence in Political Reporting, WEWS. Democratic Presidential Debate, Ohio, WTOL.
And the Emmy for Talent Reporter Political goes to
John Cossack, Excellence in Political Reporting, WEWS.
This past Friday, along with what's happening in Washington. We got a shutdown going on in Washington right now. You were part of the
Looks like children. Just go fix it. People, first of all, most people aren't even paying attention.
Congratulations. Our next category is Talent Reporter Live. And the nominees are
Damon Maloney reports live, WOIO. Morning Show Live reporter Meredith Juliet, WTHR.
And the Emmy for Talent Reporter Live goes to
Damon Maloney reports live, WOIO.
This entire block wiped out by the tornado. You can see this home right here destroyed, the roof gone, major damage. In the distance there, you can see the metal. That's from a roof. It's twisted up into trees, and that actually came from all the way across the street. There are a number of business.
Congratulations to all of the awardees and nominees. Now, from Indianapolis, here's Anthony Calhoun.
Hi, Ron. Thanks a lot, my friend. Hello, everybody. Anthony Calhoun, sports director at Wish TV here in Indianapolis. And we like to say that nobody puts on a sporting event like the great city of Indianapolis. But back to the categories. Now it's time to take a look at the category for talent, reporter, investigative, and the nominees are
Investigator Tom Meyer, WKYC. Jonathan Walsh reporting, WEWS. Sarah Buttison, WEWS. Scott Knoll exposing trash, travel, and terrible hires, WEWS. Ron Regan Composite, WEWS.
All right, so the Emmy for Talent Reporter Investigative goes to
Sarah Buttison, WEWS.
Unless there's strong evidence like witnesses and pictures, cases become weak. So weak, they're dismissed.
Each stage is fraught with peril for the possibility of conviction.
How about that? Congratulations. Okay, the next category, Talent Reporter General Assignment. And the nominees are
Kevin Barry, General Assignment Composite, WEWS. Crime Reports Daily Assignments, WTHR.
And the Emmy for Talent Reporter General Assignment goes to
Kevin Barry, General Assignment Composite, WEWS.
To catch up with its own laws.
Are you aware, do you have experience with the odor of hemp? I'm not sure what hemp is, so.
The officer also admitted he didn't know if hemp looked different from marijuana and hasn't had any training about the...
How about that? Congratulations to all the awardees and nominees. Job well done. But we're not finished. We got much more still to come here tonight. So now let's send it out to the far northeast corner of the chapter with the veteran himself, Mike Ruzzi.
Thank you, Anthony, and good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Ruzzi from Erie News Now. And our next category tonight is Talent Performer, Host Narrator. The nominees in this category are
Anessa Chumbley, Host, WISH. Academic Challenge, WEWS. Jeremiah Johnson, Pacers Host Reporter, Fox Sports Indiana. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, WKYC. North Eats, Ohio, WKYC.
And the Emmy for Talent Performer, Host Narrator. The envelope, please, Bree. And the winner is
North Eats, Ohio, WKYC.
Chicago and New York are known for their pizza. But when we asked you guys on social media where we can find the best slice right here in Northeast Ohio, we were sent out to the quaint town of Grafton, Ohio. Lou's Pizza, they've been slicing it up since 1977.
Looks like the producers think a little Erie goes a long way. Let's send it back now to Indy and Richard Nye.
Good job, and thank you, Mike. Good evening. My name is Rich Nye, multimedia journalist with WTHR TV 13 News in Indianapolis. Our next category this evening is Talent Commentator Editorial. No, I will not be reading the editorial comments about the talent. You get enough of those emails. The nominee and winner of the Emmy for Talent Commentator Editorial is
75th D-Day Anniversary, WKYC.
No doubt it was. That June 6, 1944, marked a turning point in World War II. 7,000 ships filled with American, British, Canadian troops set out from England to storm the European continent. H-hour of D-Day.
Congratulations. And next up is Talent Anchor Sports. And if you can talk about sports this year, you certainly have talent. The nominees for Talent Anchor Sports are
John Doss, Sports Anchor, WEWS. Dave First, Sports, WRTV. Anthony Calhoun, Sports Anchor, WISH.
And the Emmy for Talent Anchor Sports goes to
Dave First, Sports, WRTV.
Pregame and halftime host Joe Smith, longtime voice whose own comeback is the stuff of legend. How perseverance pays in tonight's Sports Extra Spotlight. It's game day in Bloomington, and as he's been for 30.
Congratulations to the Emmy winners and all of the nominees. In this virtual ceremony, standing next to my virtual tree, now it's time to go back to Cleveland. Here's Peggy Gallick.
Thank you, Rich. And good evening, everyone. I'm Peggy Gallick, an investigative reporter with WJW Fox 8 in Cleveland. And this is Pumpkin, an honorary member of the Fox 8 I team. And we're here for the category Talent, Anchor, Weather. And the nominees are...
A week of first weathers. WKYC. Jason Nicholas Weather Composite. WOIO. First warning forecast. WTVG. Check with Chuck. WTHR.
And the winner is...
Jason Nicholas, Weather Composite, WOIO.
Necessarily have confirmation from Sheriff's Department or storm spotters, but Doppler indicated here that we have winds moving in different directions close to the ground. There is Township Road 406. There's Township Road 419 there as well. And there is Walnut Creek right there, right along 39, Township Road 406, 405.
Congratulations. And now for Talent, Anchor, News. The nominations are...
Rob Powers, Cleveland, WEWS. Amanda Starantino, Evening Anchor, WRTV. Angela Brower, Anchor Composite, WTTV. Tara Brantley, Indiana Hall of Fame Anchor, WANE-TV.
And the winner, you want to announce the name?
Rob Powers, WEWS.
Current Governor Mike DeWine has said he would pass it. Ohio lawmakers will also begin to talk about new graduation requirements for Ohio students. The State Board of Education just approved their recommendations, which include giving students more opportunities to show what they know.
Congratulations. I hope everybody has a great evening. Thanks for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natus welcomes Terry Moyer to the Silver Circle.
Usually when you're inducted into the Silver Circle, it starts with a highly produced, beautiful package about all your years in the business, all the positions you've held, all the awards you've won. But this is not a usual year. And for me, this induction is an unexpected and wonderful gift. So first and foremost, allow me to say thank you to everyone at Natus who had any part in nominating, voting, and inducting me. I'm truly humbled and deeply grateful. With very little access to old tape, or old friends for that matter, I decided to become a little more philosophical. I asked some people who I deeply admire why they think I've lasted so long in this wonderful career. The actual question I posed was, what qualities, talents, or personality attributes do you think I have that have allowed me to survive, thrive, and really enjoy 40 years in the business? Let's hear what they have to say.
I first met Terry Moyer when she was handling PR at Mount Sinai Hospital. I was the executive producer at the Morning Exchange. We had a 2-hour talk show. We needed a lot of guests. We worked with Terry constantly. In 1981, one of the associate producers suddenly quit, and Carol Story and I were shocked. When we got over that, we looked at each other and we said, get Terry Moyer. Because we knew Terry's work ethic, and we knew she could talk anyone into being on TV. We hired her on the spot. Well, that was 40 years ago, and since then Terry worked her way through programming at WEWS, and then mid-career switched to WKYC and flew up their programming ladder too. That's 40 years of programming. It's pretty impressive in an industry that doesn't always like long careers. In common parlance, Terry has legs and chops. And here are some other things Terry has. Most of all, she's got a really big heart. You deserve this, Terry. Congratulations.
Trailblazer, Rainmaker, Rule Breaker, Pioneer, Terry Godmother. I had the pleasure of working with Terry Moyer at WEWS Channel 5. She was the kind of boss that enabled you to find your true north, find your strengths, and nourish your career. She gave focused, direct, honest, caring, critical counsel. It takes some people a lifetime to discover their purpose. Terry learned hers years ago. To uplift every woman, as she has repeated again and again, it's our responsibility, each of us, to take the next woman in line and lift her up, making sure she has every tool she needs to succeed. Terry's been my career-long mentor, advisor, critic, fan club president, and especially friend. She's deserving of being inducted into the Silver Circle because she's unwavering in her passion for television and has led several generations of professionals in creating outstanding, unique, uncharted paths forward in an industry with ongoing change. Congratulations, Terry.
So what qualities have helped keep Terry Moyer in the business for as long as she has? I can say that having worked alongside her now for close to 20 years as a co-worker, as one of her direct reports, I've got to say it's her creativity and her problem solving. I have never seen anyone who can be presented with a situation and just like that, come up with a creative solution and make something out of nothing. She had us do promos with puppets for a news story. I've never seen that happen before. It's just a real creative genius that she has. And the other thing is her positivity. I've never seen her lose faith in a person, in a project. She's always very up and motivating for the people around her. And I think creativity and positivity have been key to her success. And I couldn't be any prouder to have worked alongside her and for her to get this honor.
So for 25 years in the business, you get silver. Very cool. What do you get for 40 years in the business? Yes, Terry Moyer has been doing this for 40 years. Well, I checked, and guess what? It's ruby. How perfect for the most famous redhead in Northeast Ohio. Well, I've been lucky enough to work with that famous redhead for over half of those ruby years, and it's been a blast. I have never worked with anyone who is more passionate, more positive, and more proud of what we do than Terry. And she's done everything. She's done sales and marketing and news and production and even engineering at one point. And I think that's probably why she's been so successful, because she has this sort of big picture, holistic view of what we do and how it all kind of, comes together. She's always learning. She's always laughing. She's made it a blast over the years. And Terry, I'm not sure you necessarily have 40 more years that you want to be doing with us, but I checked, and 50 years is gold. Just saying, we want you to stick with us.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty incredible to hear. There have been so many people in my life who've impacted, inspired, and taught me that it would be virtually impossible to say thank you to all of them. But it would also be wrong not to acknowledge some of them. First and foremost, to my children. I waited a very long time to have you, and you two are the most important, most significant, and best projects I've ever produced. To my hot boyfriend, Frank, meeting you was like finding the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. I love you. Thank you to my incredibly supportive family, my parents who taught me everything, all my sisters and brothers, and all the sisters and brothers from other mothers who've walked down this road with me. There have been many icons in this business who I've learned from. Among them, the visionary Brooks Bektorsky, the mediator Gary Robinson, the brilliant Tom Allen, and the indomitable Mike Benz, who's been a friend and a mentor for the entire ride. Women like Jane Sherwin, who taught me about standing up for myself and how to reach down and lift up other women. And Gina Knighton Stanley, who's given me sage advice and who's just so much fun. Thank you to two geniuses, Bob Seeley and the late Dick Urachek, who taught me not only how to frame shots, field produce, and a hell of a lot about lighting. They taught me the single most important thing to bring to a production, any production, is humor. And thank you to Jan Jones and Wilma Smith, my girlfriends, who were often the victims of that humor. Thank you to John Marinko, who literally taught me how to create a commercial. And to Steve Pullen, who for the past 22 years has found a way to read my mind and bring the images I see in my head to tape. Thank you to my partner in crime these last 12 years, Chris Mizell, the man, who every day brings the images, the words, the voice, and the music that I hear in my head to life. You rock. Of course, I have to thank Jane Temple and Carol Story for taking a chance on a girl with no experience and no right to be in the business. And deepest thanks to Mickey Burns, who back in 1998 saw something in me I didn't see in myself and launched my career in an entirely different direction. I will be forever grateful, not only for your leadership, but for the friendship, support, and inspiration you've shown me every single day since the day we met. And last, but certainly not least, I have to thank my dear friend, Fred Griffith. Over the 38 years I managed to find ways to keep you in my professional life, you taught me the most basic and important lessons of this business. Be curious, learn something new every day. Be a great listener, figure out what they're not telling you. Find the humor in every situation. Never take no for an answer. Never talk down to the audience. Never be afraid to do something just because no one else has done it yet. Never apologize for being right, but always be quick to admit when you're wrong. And of course, one of my favorite lessons. Why use a small word when a big word will do? So thank you for this great honor. I unpresumptuously accept it with humility, pride, and deepest gratitude.
Those summer thunderstorms, they really do tend to bring in some pretty dynamic weather to the area. So oh my goodness. You know that.
Wow, what is happening?
What
right
is
now,
this? Okay, well, let's go ahead and do a little something there. All right, 71 degrees today though, and humidity's low too. 39 per. Who's doing that?
Matt, that's weird.
No, honestly, there is no one at my computer.
Is it the thing is it what you're holding in your hand?
Oh my, what is happening right now? I've never
It's
seen.
your clicker. It's for sure your
Okay, this is
clicker.
weird. I'm gonna change something real quick because this is freaking me out.
Wait, is that not supposed to happen?
No, you guys can confirm no one was at my weather pod, right?
No,
I'm the only one.
You
in the
don't
weather
allow
center.
anybody in your weather pod.
Okay, let's see.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 51st Annual Natus Lower Great Lakes Emmy Awards. My name is Betsy Kling. I am the Chief Meteorologist and 5 o'clock anchor here at 3 News, WKYC in Cleveland. And I know everybody has been working so hard from home, but there are still a few of us here in the studios who are grinding away every day, making it happen, right? So I know you guys have really been able to kind of kick back a little bit, but that doesn't mean those of us here in the studio don't get to have any fun. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You at home, folks, you've got it made. This is fantastic. I have a sweatshirt, pants, and no heels. This is so nice. It's actually really nice to focus. All right, I have a job to do. Let's keep it moving. Coming up, I am so happy to announce the nominees for the Arts and Entertainment Program Feature, and Special.
Toledo Ballet's 79th Annual Nutcracker, WGTE, Recharged, The Art of Creative Renewal, WFYI, Small Studio Sessions, WFYI, Ken Nordine, Video for the Ear, Western Reserve Media. Applause, featuring Bandurists, Porcelain Museum, Mama Fosse. WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. Why does Spain have so much creativity? Dali, Picasso, Gaudi, and Okuda. WFYI.
And the winner is...
Sits on the Iberian Peninsula.
Why does Spain have so much creativity? WFYI.
And yet is still very connected to the rest of Europe. Its 5 official languages and 17 autonomous regions have launched so many artistic movements and superstars. Famous artists like Picasso, Dali, Miro, and Gaudi all called Spain home.
Congratulations. And up next, we have the nominees for the Arts and Entertainment category, Single News Story, Series, and Feature.
Journey, Indiana, Ken Bucklew, Beyond Talent, WTIU. Does Cleveland have a Banksy? WKYC. Broadway Buddies, WEWS. Tri-C teaches kids dance mastery, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream. The MVP, WXIM. Roll Bounce, WEWS.
And the winner is...
Tri-C teaches kids dance mastery, WVIZ PBS Idea Stream.
Congratulations to you and to all of the nominees. Now, back to business. I'm back. Much more professional, right? Well, truthfully, in all sincerity, I want to lend my very special congratulations to Terry Moyer on her induction into the Silver Circle at this year's awards. Congratulations, Terry. You have had an incredible career, and we are so lucky to have you here with us at 3 News. Now, I'd like to pass it off to my Cleveland colleague, Tiffany Tucker.
Thanks a lot, Betsy. Hi, everybody. Good evening. I'm Tiffany Tucker. I am the evening anchor at 19 News here in Cleveland. I'm so excited to be presenting tonight, so let's just get right to it. Up first for me is a category General Assignment Report within 24 hours. The nominees in this category are
Downtown Sidewalk Jungle, WEWS. The Honor Walk, WTHR.
and the Emmy for General Assignment Report within 24 hours goes to
Downtown Sidewalk Jungle, WEWS.
Added Cleveland's construction sites seemingly around every corner.
To be honest, I tried to avoid this area.
And Jess Wallace's journey
Rather than go in one straight path, I have to,
is more like a maze.
wind around holes in the sidewalk.
Just blocks from where...
Congratulations. Okay, up next is General Assignment Report, no time limit. The nominees in this category are
Prescription Rescue, WEWS. The Words, WTHR. Angel Room, WTHR. Wrong Way, Ohio, WEWS.
And the Emmy for General Assignment Report, no time limit goes to
Angel Room, WTHR.
Playing musical instruments. A few marred with graffiti and faded by time.
Because they're on metal, we really just don't even want to touch them.
What's most fascinating is nobody knows how the angels got here or who painted them.
A mystery shrouded in our history.
Again, a special congrats to the awardees and all of the nominees. Now let's head across town to Rob Powers. Hey, Rob.
All right, Tiffany, thank you. Great to see you. I hope you and your family are staying safe. One of the benefits of working in our chapter is seeing the quality of work throughout, and we see it every day with Tiffany. It's an honor to be here with her and with all of you. Okay, I am Rob Powers. I'm one of the anchors at News 5 in Cleveland. Our next category tonight, breaking news, those unanticipated, unscripted, sometimes unimaginable moments. The nominees in breaking news are
Woodward Shooting, WTVG. Andrew Luck Calls It Quits, WXIM. Pendleton, Indiana Tornado Outbreak, WRTV.
And the Emmy Award for breaking news goes to
Diane, as you mentioned,
Woodward Shooting, WTVG.
During the Woodward High School homecoming game when gunfire erupted during the fourth quarter. Of course, lots of commotion, confusion, and panic. And here's what we know so far. Now, originally, it was unclear where the gunfire was coming from.
Well, congratulations. That's great. Our next category, spot news. Again, those reports that seemingly come from nowhere. And the nominees in spot news are
Tragedy in Dayton, WKYC. Woodville Missing Woman Found, WTOL.
And the Emmy Award in spot news goes to
Tragedy in Dayton, WKYC.
Helena, good evening to you. I am on 5th Street in Dayton in what is called the Oregon District in front of Ned Potter's Bar, where at 1:07 this morning it all began. As you can see behind me, it is now adorned with candles, flowers, and remembrances.
Boy, congratulations again. I'm proud to share this evening with you and wish you and your teams nothing but the best tonight and always. Our next presenter comes to us from WRTV in Indianapolis. It's hard to believe we worked together at RTV6, 23 years ago? Dave First has done nothing but prove year after year to be one of the top sports anchors in the entire nation. And he is handsome, very handsome. That's what I was supposed to say there, right, Dave?
That's right, Rob. And per our agreement, $20 heading your way. Thank you so much. Going with the studio set, I see there. This has been my set since the pandemic started. Going with the home set, the basement set. Certainly some drawbacks with kids yelling, dogs barking, but there have been some benefits during all this. In fact, just a few feet away. There you go. There's something for the commercial breaks during the newscast. It's like broadcasting in the 60s, without the cigarettes, of course. But anyway, as mentioned, my name is Dave First, longtime sports director at WRTV in Indianapolis. And it's great to be wearing pants for the first time in 3 months. Very excited about this and the show as well. In fact, I'm just surprised that the entire show isn't being hosted by sports guys, because we really haven't done anything for the last 3 months. I mean nothing. We've done nothing for the last 3 months. And our apologies to the news directors. All right, let's get right to it. My first category, continuing coverage. And the nominees are...
Did the city of Cleveland violate ethics law in the handling of case involving mayor's grandson? WOIO. Crisis in Corrections. WEWS. The System. A Call for Help. WEWS.
And the Emmy for continuing coverage goes to...
The System. A Call for Help. WEWS.
Police have not shown up yet, and this is the 5th time I'm calling now. I'm trying to figure out when police will be by to pick this guy up.
Before we can go pick this guy up, we have to confer with the victim, and we've been with her so we can get the details of...
Well, congratulations. That is awesome. Here, you'll pardon me here. I a little hand sanitizer in the hands. I don't know about you guys in your house, but all hands in my home are sanitized like 3 times a day. Get that in there right there. Hands are so tiny. We continue on. Our next category, team coverage. And the nominees are...
Heavy Rain. WFMJ. Death at Daycare. WEWS. Election Night 2019. WTVG. Tragedy in Dayton. WKYC.
And the Emmy for team coverage goes to...
Heavy Rain. WFMJ.
From the flooding there, as well as other parts of the valley. How's it looking now, though, Danielle?
Derek, Leslie, taking a look at this Canfield Giant Eagle parking lot now, it doesn't look like much. It's hard to believe that just a few short hours ago, some of these cars out here were stranded in high water.
So congratulations, team coverage. Although, let's face it, these days, each of us are involved in team. None of us get on the air if it wasn't for the producers and the engineers, and of course the great photographers. Team coverage everywhere, certainly in this day and age. All right, enough from Indianapolis. We go back to Cleveland. We say hello to Hannah Catlett from WOIO. Hannah, it's all yours.
Dave, I wish you were here to make me one of those. That good, huh? Well, hey, everybody, I'm Hannah Catlett with WOIO in Cleveland. I'm so happy to be here tonight and glad all of you are watching. Our next category is politics or government, short story or series. And the nominees for that category are...
Women Rule Allen Superior Court. WANE. Lost State Property. WISH. Social Insecurity. WEWS. Forget Fundraising. Traveling on Taxpayers. WEWS. Case of Mistaken Vanity. WTTV. Battleground 2020, the Midwest, Spectrum News.
And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie in this category tonight. So the first Emmy for politics, government, single story, or series goes to...
Lost State Property, WISH.
Laptop. Hell, you ain't gonna be mad.
And what if we told you the state of Indiana listed almost 200 laptops as lost or stolen in 1 year, more than 500 in 6 years? IT-Mate asked to see a list of all lost and stolen state property.
And the other Emmy for politics or government goes to...
Case of Mistaken Vanity, WTTV.
It left us questioning the BMV's policies and procedures.
For most of us, it's just a few letters and numbers that you try your best to remember. But for some Hoosiers, license plates are much more personal. Come on, take Connie Swing.
Congratulations to both the awardees and the nominees. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hello to the Lower Great Lakes chapter from your friends at CBS News, wishing you all the best during this difficult time as we honor excellence in our industry. Our next category is...
Hey, I'm Tony DeCopa with CBS News, and I'm honored to present the category Investigative Report Single Story. From here in New York City to communities where you are, broadcast journalists are serving a vital role at this important time, and we thank each of you for your dedication to keeping America informed and your commitment to your craft. The nominees for Investigative Report Single Story are...
City Hall's Repeat Felons, WKYC, Guilty Without Proof, WTOL, Case Dismissed, WEWS, The Toughest Battle, WEWS, 13 Investigates, The Blind Zone, WTHR.
And the Emmy for Investigative Report Single Story goes to...
The Toughest Battle, WEWS.
Including death benefits.
They won't have to go through things that I've gone through.
Its name, the Michael Lewis Palumbo Jr. Act.
It truly means a lot to me.
2 years later, it's helped 61 Ohio firefighters facing cancer and their loved ones.
When I hear of some...
And that's a good night, also a good luck from CBS News.
Good evening. I'm Darielle Snipes, a multimedia journalist with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. And it is time to present the nominees for Investigative Report Series. And for those of us who have done an investigative story, we know that it takes a lot of work, a lot of paperwork. You might get a door slammed in your face, and you might be called out of your name because some people just don't want their stories told. Carl Monday knows what I'm talking about. Well, let's see the nominees.
The Strange Disappearance of Tammy Grogan, WTOL, Expired Justice, WEWS, 13 Investigates, Who's Keeping Watch, WTHR.
And the Emmy for Investigative Report Series goes to...
Expired Justice, WEWS.
That it was a person named Derek Fisher.
So who is he? Fisher has a long criminal history of drug trafficking, domestic violence, and rape. Just months after Mary Ellen's attack, not far from her home, police say Fisher suffocated a woman with a pillow, then sexually assaulted.
Congratulations! Up next is Light Feature News Report. You know, these are these cute stories that you see on social media that get a lot of likes and then make you want to say, "Aw." Well, let's see the nominees.
We interrupt this program. WPTA. Grandma Joy's Road Trip, WTHR. Dark Knight Runner, WTHR. The Influencers, WEWS. Hired or Fired, High Rise Window Washer, WXIN.
And the Emmy for Light Feature News Report Emmy goes to...
Dark Knight Runner, WTHR.
Batman. Right?
Yeah.
It began as a fun thing to do, but now has an identity of its own.
We try to follow it, see where he goes.
We got our own Dark Knight. I think it's awesome.
Well, congratulations to the awardees and all the nominees. Up next is Jason Nichols, who I believe has more statues in his forecast. Jason?
All right, Darielle, thank you so much. I'm Jason Nicholas from 19 News in Cleveland. Let's take a look at the nominees for our next category, Light Feature News Series. The nominees in this category are...
Chuck's Big Adventure, WTHR. Shred the Midwest, WXIN. Newsmakers in the Driver's Seat, WTTV. Phil Finds Out, WISH. Buckeye Built, WEWS.
And the Emmy for Light Feature News Series goes to...
Chuck's Big Adventure, WTHR.
Geert de Hollander performs daily on what is considered the finest carillon in the world.
And I know he hates the term, but he does seem like a rock star.
He's an international rock star.
A rock star that is heard but rarely seen. Very few get to walk through the tower's massive bronze door.
Congratulations. Let's move on. Next up, Serious Feature News Report. The nominees in this category are...
The Girl in the Picture, WEWS. Stop the Silence, WJW. Maternity Care Deserts, Nowhere to Go, WRTV.
And the Emmy for Serious Feature News Report goes to
The Girl in the Picture, WEWS.
What was burned? And they just pulled that up until eventually her whole face was new skin.
But when surgery started, so did something no one expected.
I remembered being back in the explosion and everything was just so...
Congratulations to all the awardees and the nominees. Now let's flip it over to my coworker at 19 News, Sia New Yorker.
Thanks so much, Jason. I'm Sia New Yorker, weekend anchor and multimedia journalist at WOIO, the CBS affiliate here in Cleveland, Ohio. Moving on to our next category, Serious Feature News Series, and the work was phenomenal. The nominees are
Who Killed Amy, WOIO. CBS 4 Problem Solvers, WTTV. Nightmare Next Door, WEWS.
And the Emmy for Serious News Feature Series goes to
Nightmare Next Door, WEWS.
Onto a vacant property for months.
News 5, I'd like to ask you some questions about the felony charges against you.
52-year-old Terry Voorhees is now facing felony charges.
You're charged with using a home on Fullerton as an illegal dump site. Is that accurate?
We caught up with him in court.
Congratulations! Now it's time for our news special. Now there were a lot of good pieces in this category. The nominees are
Shut Down in Lordstown, WEWS. GM Lordstown idled, WFMJ. Inside the Red Line, WRTV.
And the Emmy for News Special goes to dun, 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 dun.
Shut Down in Lordstown, WEWS.
The steel industry collapsed.
This has been the plant that held this community together through a lot of ups and downs.
Tens of thousands of people have had a hand in building cars there. Cars you see on the road every day here in Ohio. From the Chevrolet Caprice and Impala to the Chevy Cobalt and Cruze.
Congrats to all the winners and the nominees. Stay tuned and keep it right here. The awards for newscasts are next.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the 51st Annual National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Lower Great Lakes Chapter Emmy Awards. I'm Amanda Starantino, and I'm an anchor at WRTV in Indianapolis. It's the Midwest, so of course it's raining while we try to do this. It'll probably change in 5 minutes, but I have a newscast to go to. So let's keep this rolling tonight. We're going to start with weekend newscast markets 51 and up. Let's see those weekend warriors. Your nominees are
WTOL Weekend Newscast, WTOL. 13 ABC Action News Weekend Morning, WTVG. ABC 21 News Weekend, WPTA.
And the Emmy for weekend newscast 51 and up goes to
ABC 21 News Weekend, WPTA.
Through the Summit City, and it caused quite a bit of damage today. Chief Meteorologist Matt Leach has been tracking it all day. He'll have the latest forecast in just moments. But first, just how much of an issue did the wind cause in Fort Wayne?
ABC 21's Kayla Stewart is live from a home on Huffman Street, one of many impacted by today's weather event.
Congratulations to you all. Now we move to weekend newscast markets 1 through 50. And the nominees are
News 8 at 10 p.m., WISH. Fox 8 News at 10, Shelby Tornado, WJW. Tragedy in Dayton, 3 News at 11, WKYC. One weekend, 10 tornadoes, WXIM. Andrew Luck's surprise retirement, WTHR.
And the Emmy for Weekend Newscast, market 1 through 50, goes to...
Tragedy in Dayton, 3 News at 11, WKYC.
Russ Mitchell leads our team coverage live from Dayton tonight. Russ, good evening.
Helena, good evening to you. I am on 5th Street in Dayton in what is called the Oregon District in front of Ned Potter's Bar, where at 1:07 this morning it all began.
Congratulations to all the winners and nominees tonight. Now we're going to keep this rolling, and I'm going to toss it over to my fellow Indianapolis anchor, Fanchon Stinger.
And Amanda, thank you so very much. Good evening to all of you. Although this feels different this year, it is still about the same thing, celebrating excellence in our industry. I'm Fanchon Stinger, evening anchor at WXIN Fox 59 in Indianapolis, and I am honored to present our winners in the next category of Newscast Morning. The nominees for Newscast Morning, market 51 and higher, are...
Deadly Ohio tornadoes, WTOL. Last Cruise, WFMJ.
And in the category of Newscast Morning, market 51 and higher, the Emmy goes to...
Deadly Ohio tornadoes, WTOL.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Chilling video there this morning. Multiple tornadoes rip across Ohio, leaving cities heavily damaged. This is some of the video coming into our newsroom this morning from Salina and...
And congratulations. Up next, Newscast Morning, market 1 through 50. Here we go. The nominees are...
Good Morning Cleveland, WEWS. Fox 8 News in the morning, WJW. 26 shot in 32 seconds, WKYC. Cleveland 19 News this morning, Pepper Pike explosion, WOIO. Tornado damage across Indiana, WTTV.
The Emmy goes to...
26 shot in 32 seconds, WKYC.
These families. It's just not fair.
A vigil mourning the lives lost turns into a call for gun control. And as police look for answers on who these gunmen are, the community continues to come together. And this morning, we have how you can.
Congratulations. And I just want to say once again, congratulations to all of the awardees, to all of the nominees for a job well done. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to send it over to a friend and a colleague. We don't usually get to see each other in person, and we still don't get to see each other because we're on opposite sides of the clock and we're in different studios. So to my colleague on the CBS side in our building, Angela Brower. Angela, love you, miss you. Take it away.
Thanks, Fanchon. I'm Angela Brower. I'm an anchor and an investigative reporter at WTTV in Indianapolis. I am so honored to be with you all tonight, even if it is virtually. Don't mind the dogs sleeping there in the background. Hey, we're going to move from morning to daytime now. This category, Newscast Daytime, markets 51 plus. The nominees are...
ABC 21 News at Noon, WPTA. WTOL Newscast Daytime, WTOL.
And the Emmy goes to...
ABC 21 News at Noon, WPTA.
Teachers converging on the State House, hoping to send a strong message to state lawmakers on their Organization Day. Good afternoon, I'm Brian McElhatton. Welcome to our special team coverage of the Red for Ed rally at the State House, a rally that hundreds of Northeast Indiana teachers and thousands from across the state are attending.
Congratulations. Up next, we have Newscast Daytime, markets 1 through 50. The nominees are...
Eyewitness News at 5. WTHR. Fox 8 News at 5. WJW. Fox 8 News at 5. WJW. News 5 at 5. WEWS.
And the Emmy for Newscast Daytime, markets 1 through 50 goes to...
Eyewitness News at 5, WTHR.
Every single minute of it today, from the State House even to the classroom.
So in the next 90 minutes, we're also going to examine what our public school teachers are making and how that really does measure up and compare with our neighboring states.
And we'll also share their objections to iLearn accountability as well as so-called externships.
Congratulations to all the nominees and winners tonight. Before I go, I just want to say how proud I am to work among such a great group of journalists who are so hardworking throughout these difficult times. Best of luck to all of you. We're going to send it back to my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. Here's Tracy McCool.
Angela, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Tracy McCool from WJW, living the dream here in quarantine, coming to you from Grandview Theater tonight, my home. Feels kind of nice to actually get dressed up. I got my fancy dress on, my fancy shoes, and no place to go. So why not hand out some statue for those evening newscasts? First category tonight is Newscast Evening Markets 51 Plus. And the nominees are
13 ABC Action News at 11, WTVG. WKBN 27 First News at 6, WKBN.
And the Emmy for Newscast Evening Markets 51 Plus goes to... Here we go. Don't worry, folks. Big things come in small packages. And the winner is...
13 ABC Action News at 11, WTVG.
To the opposite direction, and then the second time, a minute later, that's where the second round of gunfire came from. So, I mean, it was just crazy, but I'm thankful that everybody's okay.
Yeah, that is the saving grace in all of this. And what we're seeing right now is this is inside the school. Everybody got there pretty...
Congratulations. Up next is category Newscast Evenings Markets 1 through 50. And the nominees are...
News 5 at 6, Dayton tornadoes, WEWS. Rains, flooding, and fallen trees, WXIM. WRTV News at 6, Red for Ed, WRTV. Shelby Tornado, WKYC.
And the Emmy for Newscast Evening Markets 1 through 50 goes to... Thank you very much. No. So my Amazon orders. Oh, here we go. And the winner goes to...
News 5 at 6, Dayton tornadoes, WEWS.
Taking off.
Severe thunderstorms popping up over northeast Ohio after destructive tornadoes ripped through our state, leaving a trail of devastation.
The tornado just hit our house.
Many people sleeping, not hearing.
They are limited in their coverage.
Or even knowing that a nightmare twister was tearing right through their town.
When something like this happened.
Congratulations to all the winners of this beautiful statue here. Isn't she pretty? And all the nominees as well. Sit tight, everyone. We're about ready to wrap up the 51st annual Natus Lower Great Lakes Emmy Awards.
Welcome to the Silver Circle, Terry Moyer. You're in very good company. When we come back, we honor excellence in community service, news excellence, and overall excellence as the 51st Lower Great Lakes Emmy Awards continue.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others.
For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hi, I'm Adam Sharp, President of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. In these difficult times, we are reminded more than ever of the important role our local television stations play as first informers, engaging their communities and providing the facts people need to stay safe and stay healthy. The nominees in this category embody this sense of community service in everything that they do year-round. And the nominees for Outstanding Community Service are
Serving with the Salvation Army, WTVG. Eva A7063, WFYI. WISH-TV, WISH. Fox 59 packs the pantries, WXIM. WRTV Community Service, WRTV.
And the Lower Great Lakes Regional Emmy Award for Outstanding Community Service goes to
Eva A7063, WFYI.
To healing the wounded and to planting seeds of self-empowerment and hope in a new generation.
She did not want you to leave the museum crying. She wanted you to leave the museum smiling and empowered and ready to make a change in this world.
Hi there, I'm Chuck Todd with NBC News, and I'm honored to present the category News Excellence. And I have to say, this pandemic, none of us want it, but it has brought out the best in the partnership, I think, between national and local. I can tell you, our NBC affiliates have been crucial to our coverage because this is a story that touches people. They need to know what the heck's going on in Washington. What is the national picture? I'd like to think we're doing our best to provide that kind of information. But this is a case where people trust. They trust local. They trust their local anchor, their local reporter, their local station. You gotta, and this is such an important time for you guys to be doing so well here. So I have to say, what a time. This is such a reminder of what's so powerful about network affiliates and this partnership between us. I think we are doing what we always envisioned our job should always be. Anyway, keep it up even in these tough times. So the nominees for News Excellence are...
This is CBS 4 News, WTTV. WJW News Excellence, WJW. ABC 21 News, WPTA. WTHR Eyewitness News, WTHR. WEWS News Excellence, WEWS. We are Fox 59 News, WXIM.
In this category, there are two recipients. The first Emmy for News Excellence goes to...
This is CBS 4 News, WTTV.
Amazing, rest is history, right? Amazingly, I mean, I was surprised with how quickly you were able to make connections.
Yep, within hours.
I thought, wow, that was fast.
Hello? We tracked down Sergeant Moore's daughter, Janae Patterson.
And the second Emmy for News Excellence goes to...
WEWS News Excellence, WEWS.
Tonight, the NAACP Legal Defense Fund sues Cleveland Water.
You're just letting us fall down deeper and deeper and deeper.
Saying the utility is drowning in dysfunction.
All right, guys, I know the economic challenge that all of our bosses are going to have with trying to figure out how to pay for all the news gathering that we have to be doing right now is a challenge for them. And there's no doubt this is going to be a challenge for all of us professionally and personally as a lot gets asked of us in order to get through this. But hang in there. We need local news leadership more than ever. So keep the eye on the ball. Keep doing this great job you've been already doing.
Hello, I'm Terry O'Reilly, Chairman of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Thank you for inviting me to participate in this terrific virtual event with all of my friends from the Lower Great Lakes chapter. You know, I don't think there's ever been a time when television has been needed more in our communities, especially local television, to inform, to inspire, and to entertain. Your communities are relying on you every day, especially at times like this. So thank you, not just on behalf of our entire academy, but on behalf of all Americans who see television as their window on the world. Now let's get to the final award, the award for overall excellence. This is the Emmy that's given to the television station that performs at the highest level across all of its programming, including news. This is the gold standard for local television. And the Emmy nominees are
WRTV Overall Excellence, WRTV, WFYI, WFYI, WJW Overall Excellence, WJW. This is CBS 4, WTTV, WEWS Overall Excellence, WEWS, WKBN 27 Youngstown, WKBN TV, WTHR, WTHR.
In the category of overall excellence, we have multiple winners this year, and the first Emmy goes to
WEWS Overall Excellence, WEWS.
We had a bag full of your written complaints from our social insecurity feedback form and the call logs from our recent call centers.
I'm Jonathan Walsh from News 5 up in Cleveland, and I'm here to interview somebody about the concerns our viewers have.
And the second Emmy goes to
WTHR, WTHR.
With perspective.
Could affect drivers for days.
Join Indy's #1 most watched, most trusted news station. Because when big stories break, you'll know it here first. That's why you watch 13 Eyewitness News, Indiana's breaking news leader.
Congratulations to all honored at this event. And again, thank you for everything you do to make your communities safer and stronger. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next year in person at the Lower Great Lakes Emmy Gala. Thanks again, and congratulations.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time. This has been our 51st Emmy Awards. We'll see you next year in Indianapolis. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. You're still here? It's over. Go celebrate. Go, go.